Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and today it is the big support analysis in Overwatch 2. We're going to be doing a support competitive gameplay deep dive today, jumping into some support gameplay, giving the full analysis, looking for mistakes and room for improvement. And if you would like to have your gameplay reviewed here on the show, you can send me the import code to DudeNoWayLive@gmail.com. That is the name of the channel without the exclamation point. Excuse me, I had to swallow, at gmail.com, and I would be happy to turn it into some content. You can also utilize our Discord. You can join in over on the Discord. There is an Overwatch 2 gameplay reviews section where you can drop your codes, and if you would like them reviewed over there, you'd prefer to send that over to a Discord and maybe join up with the community and hang out with us. That is also a good way to get me your import code, and then that way I can check out your stuff and give you the full review here on your gameplay. So, to start it off today, we have 3 gameplays we're going to be reviewing, so I'm going to try and make these quick and kind of efficient along the way. We're going to be doing one Lifeweaver gameplay to start, then we have a Kiriko gameplay sent in by our viewer. Okay, sorry, I just got a notification on my phone. I wanted to make sure it wasn't my thing telling me that YouTube stopped streaming. Every now and then we get a thing where YouTube just stops in the middle of the show. It happened to me yesterday too, where I just lost connection, but on the back end here, it doesn't tell me that I'm like dropping frames or anything like that. So anyway, we will have a Lifeweaver gameplay to start, sent in by our viewer Spicy One. After that, we are going to be reviewing a Kiriko gameplay sent in by Spud, and then to close out the show for the review portion of today's episode, we will have a Mercy gameplay on Dorado sent in by Coffee, and I'm looking forward to checking all of these out today. Thank you to everybody who has sent in gameplay. We're going to go ahead and drop the import code in for Spicy One's gameplay. Load incomplete, incompatible version. Well, that's unfortunate, huh? Well, let's try this other one. Let's see if we can do this other one here. I know that the gameplay's reset a couple of times. Man, that sucks, huh? You know, every time they put out a patch, they delete everyone's gameplays. And thankfully yesterday, I was able to grab the gameplays while they were here. Even though the patch just happened, I was pretty sure we were fine. And Spud, what's going on? How are you? Flo says, "What up, sluts? What up, Flo? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for making me smile first thing in the morning." Spicy One, I apologize if you're watching this on the replay. The gameplay that you sent in literally 2 days ago, I can't even review, bro. Like, they deleted our import codes. How unfortunate, right? Okay, well, I guess we'll move on to gameplay number 2 here, which is a Kiriko gameplay sent in by Spud. I apologize to Spicy One. Spicy One, if you want to send me some other footage of you playing Lifeweaver, I would be happy to review that another day. Damn, bro. That sucks. Rip the gameplay. Did I see the meme you made? Let's see it. Hang on. Let's pause this. Bang, let's pause this here. Let's go ahead. We'll see the meme you made. Did you send it to me is it in general chat? Nope, not in general chat. Is it in a private message? I'm not seeing. Where is it? Oh, memes. Derp. Yes, I did.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Oh god, it's so good. It's a dude. The Malga is hilarious. Oh my god. Oh god, the Malga gameplay from yesterday. Flo, oh my god, did you see yesterday's Malga gameplay, the review? Oh my god. If you want to review, I might have a game that works. Yeah, Flo, please send it to me. I'd be happy to do that. We can do yours third then, and that way we still have 3 for the show. Oh my god, Flo, it was so good. This Malga has never played video games in their entire life. This match of Overwatch was their first game ever, and they did the dumbest things you have ever seen any Overwatch player do. It was so bad, Flo. I had to get the Rocky theme song queued up. It was that bad. It was incredible. One of the worst showings for a tank that I've ever seen, and I've played with many a Doomfist. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how people think that what they're doing is okay. I've literally never seen a Malga run into the backline more. There was literally one point, Flo, there was one point in the gameplay, I don't know if you were here for it yet, where he came up to the point, because he had played the backline, the enemy team's backline the entire time. So he would run, sprint to their backline, and then leave the whole team, but not just sprint to their backline like down main. Like, he would take a long flank angle and then sprint into their backline, right? So it's not a really interesting game. Figured it was just better than no review at all. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Anything is better than no review, right? So anyway, so he would go around and, yeah, drop me the code here. No, not Benny Hill, the Rocky theme song, like from Rocky Balboa, the boxer. Oh my God, it was so good. So he'd go around, take a long flank angle, sprint directly into their back line, and then do whatever he would do and then die, right? But the best part, like at one point in like round 3, I think, he had done that for 2 straight rounds, right? He's getting flamed super hard. He'd done that for 2 straight rounds. Then, at one point, he turns around, and he starts coming back to the point, and then he sees the point, turns around, sprints in the opposite direction away from the point, bro. You cannot make it up. It was so good. It was so hilarious. Genuinely, the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And I'm gonna have to send an email to Spicy One, or Spicy One, if you can hear the sound of my voice. Send me a different import code, my guy, so that we can get your gameplay reviewed here on the show. Sorry about that. But oh my God, what a fantastic game that was yesterday. All right, so we're here. We are pushing the robot. We are playing Kiriko in this game. All right, so this should be where everybody sticks around with. Let's just make sure they don't change characters, so I don't talk about nothing. I aspire to tank like him. Yo, that guy looks like if the crackhead at the gas station, where if you were to bring him home and be like, okay, I want you to play Overwatch, and he'd be like, what's Overwatch? Like, that's exactly how this guy played. Like, he had no idea. He's never played video games before. I imagine this guy, I said before, I think his occupation during the day is a trash man, and he goes around and he picks up trash, right? And then at night, he moonlights as a piece of trash, because, like, it was terrible. It was rough, dude. Like, anyway. All right, I don't want to keep harping on this poor Malga. I hope he never sees the show, because if that guy ever sees that episode and he hears how badly we roasted him, my God, that'd be the most soul-destroying gameplay he's ever watched of himself. So you got Moonface 11 as your tank. Yeah, your Malga Coffee, what's going on? Yeah, we were talking about your Malga again. Your Malga. It's so bad because you've now taken ownership of him and his terrible gameplay. Now he's your Malga. Oh God, that's terrible. Noticing my aim was trash on the rewatch. Hey, listen, we had some rough games yesterday, dude. Right? Oh my God, that was tough, man. I think we played like 10 or 15 games, and I think we won like 5 of them. And and while those days will happen, right? Like, that really sucked. And I'm looking forward to changing our course today and writing the course of history and getting some actual W's under our belt today. I booted up the game this morning, and I was like, all right, I can't deal with this again. We have to play better, like me specifically. I have to play better. I have to hit headshots. I have to be in the places where I need to be and stop dying so much. Because one thing I noticed, I watched a little bit of my gameplay back last night. One thing that I noticed is that as I've been playing with Spud as the tank, I have gotten less strict about my positioning. And because of that, I caught myself dying like 3 or 4 additional times in a couple of those games. And, yikes, dude. Like when you get a good tank, you stop paying as hard of attention. You stop playing as hard of a game, and it was definitely evident in my positioning yesterday. I died to 2 diva bombs, and like, first of all, like, maybe you die to a diva bomb here and there, right? Like, maybe every now and then you die to a diva bomb, but I died to 2 in one match yesterday, and I was like, okay, all right, something's got to give, right? I gotta change something up, because this shit is ridiculous. And I went back and I watched it, and I was like, why did I do that? Why did I keep going forward. I kept leaving the team. I kept, like, I would use my ultimate and then sprint directly into the team, like, use my movement ability directly into the enemy, and, like, well, no wonder you're getting blown up, dumbass. You keep sprinting into the enemy team when you use your ultimate. And, like, yeah, so anyway, I watched my own footage back and roasted myself a little bit. That was pretty funny. But, like, Spud is such a good tank that, like, you kind of ease up on your own, like, restrictions, you know what I mean? Like, you're used to playing with the Malga that Coffee was playing with. Coffee, you ran into him again? He was playing Mercy. I kept killing him with Life Weaver. Oh my god, that is fantastic. Did you life grip him to death? But yeah, like, you get used to playing with trash tanks, and then you finally find a good tank, and all of a sudden, you relax a little bit, and, like, you can't relax anymore. The people who play Overwatch for funsies, they are only playing at night now, and, when we're playing here in the US, we're playing against all of the kids who are, like, who just snorted a line of advanced GG, and, like, they're on gamer sups, you know, like, they've got whatever, oh man, I gotta tell you guys a story. Don't let me forget. They've got whatever, like, gamer supplement that they use to hyper-focus themselves. Like, these kids are cracked in the morning when we're playing. And I got up today and I was like, all right, we're gonna do better. I decided I was gonna do better, and I played 2 games before the show, and I won both of them. So I'm feeling good. We're feeling all right. They were hard fought, don't get me wrong. And the second one I won with literal seconds to spare. But we won too, so at least we broke the loss streak, right? We're not out here just shitting the bed over and over again. I won 3 games of comp tonight, but I gotta play 7 more to place. Congratulations on your 3 wins. Let's see. Flo says, got the code. All right, cool. I got the code here. I'm just gonna copy it and put it in a separate tab, just in case something happens and it reloads. I'm sorry I make you slack. Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you play well, and then because you play well, I get, like, lazy or something. I don't know. Like, I eased up on my own rules, and because I eased up on my own rules, I caught myself doing, like, gold things, you know? Like gold ranked things, gold mistakes. And, it's not that I was playing terribly, it's that I wasn't playing good. That was my problem. So, anyway, yesterday's lag was also just weird. Not often it messes up like that. I did have a little bit of lag. And also, my aiming arm, for whatever reason, I had a twitch in my aiming arm yesterday. So every time I would bend it to here, which is, like, I'm trying to look, like, fine movements, like, fine adjustments, my arm muscle would start twitching, which is really, really bad for Sojourn. Like, maybe I could get away with that if I was playing Junkrat, or if I was playing, like, I don't know, most other DPS characters, because they have, like, an easier, like, forgiveness value, right? But Sojourn has no forgiveness value, so, like, if you miss, you are trash. Like, you dumpster the character's value. She goes from the MVP to the LVP with, like, 1 miss, right? So if you don't get value out of the railgun, then she's just garbage. So, but anyway, excuses aside, I was playing badly, and I did notice that I was playing badly. Spud breeds very bad behavior in me too. I know, right? I get hyper aggressive because I trust that we'll be there and we'll all be fine, and then I get too aggressive and I miss my shot, and then it's over for me, right? I'll play bad today, I promise. Okay, fair. Do we want to rematch that Malga game, rewatch that Malga game, and just focus on the Malga? Oh my god, I think I do want to do that. Let's do that tomorrow. Let's plan for that tomorrow. That sounds like so much fun, honestly. We'll just do it from his perspective. I gotta think of, like, a funny way to do it. It's gonna take a little bit of creativity. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do some of that. I think that'll be awesome. All right. We'll get to the gameplay portion of the show in just a little bit. So if you guys want to, I'll buy snacks. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need some popcorn so that we can watch, I don't even know what to call him. Like, it would be insulting to animals to say that he is an animal playing the video game, right? Like, I'm pretty sure they're smarter than that. Like, I've seen dogs play poker in pictures, right? I know they sent monkeys to the moon. I'm pretty sure a monkey could have done a better job. King Tank. That's what he is. That's what he was. The king of tanks. Big baller. Alright, so we got this gameplay. If you guys want to play with me later, we're gonna speed through some gameplays here, and then we'll catch a couple hours, maybe an hour or 2 of game for all of us. The specimen. That specimen. Oh, that's perfect. The Malga lurking, single tear running down his cheek. I swear to God, bro, if he, the creature, that's exactly it. Flo, I swear to God, if he ever finds us talking the trash that we have talked on this guy, he's never gonna play Overwatch again. Like, we have shredded this guy. Like, you know the gif of they bring a computer, like a group of people brings a computer out into the middle of a field, and then they just relentlessly beat it to death, and like one guy stomps on it at the end, right? Like one dude like hits it with a bat and there's just computer pieces everywhere. Like, that is us to this Malga. We will shatter his self-esteem. So I hope he never finds us. But what a dumpster fire. I've seen literal dumpster fires that were less of a dumpster fire than what his gameplay was. Crazy. Hey, he was crap talking supports, now he knows how it feels. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna trash talk anybody in the game, it's one thing to talk trash in real life, right? Like, if you're a shit talker, talk shit in real life, and don't put it into game chat, right? Don't say it over the mic, don't write it in the chat, and then in that way, you get all of the satisfaction of talking shit to someone, without having to hurt anybody's feelings or ruin their day or make them not want to play Overwatch, because overall, the less people that play our game, the worse of an experience all of us are going to have, right? So, in general, we want more people to play, so the trash talking needs to be kept to private sectors, right? And yes, I can be clipped, but, and like, people could put it online and they could find that guy on Twitter or something, right? And they could, like, you know, like, attach my clip to the thing, and then that guy could actually hear what I have to say. But for the most part, most people who are playing are not doing it live, and because of that, they will have, like, an easier time just letting the poor guy live his life, right? Most people will be able to get away with their trash talk without, dumpstering the self-esteem of some poor schlub who, probably has 11 children and works 79 hours a week, with 14 jobs, and you know, and when he gets done, he goes and he eats his, like his hungry man, heat up microwaves TV dinner, and then sits in front of the TV and watches Matlock or something like that, right? Like this, it feels like this was like an old dude who doesn't know how to play, but yeah, like, the Flo says that's a great idea. No, don't clip me, Flo. You actually have my Twitter account. You can @ me too. Don't do it. By the way, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it's DudeNoWay Gaming. That's where I talk my most shit. Mostly, my posts are talking shit on Destiny anymore, which feels bad. I used to love that game. I have it tattooed on my hand. I still like the game. I just wish it was good. Alright, so we're here. We're pushing the robot. We've got a Kiriko, we've got a Mercy. Not necessarily the best combo, but a pretty good combo in general, especially if your Mercy can stay alive. You've got really good DPS in 2 hit scans. The Cassidy, super meta right now. Soldier is always pretty good, except for when he's playing against a ball. This is actually, like, the one time you don't want to play Soldier 76 is against ball. So, I would maybe prefer if Soldier played something else. That being said, he doesn't know yet that he's about to face Wrecking Ball. You have, my face is your tank for whatever reason, so apparently, you know, you got Moon's face as your Junker Queen tank, but at least you're representing Australia on your team, so there's that, right? Queen, not a bad pick with this matchup, although you're, okay, so with this team comp, because you have a Queen, because you have a, Cassidy, your Mercy needs to swap over and play Lucio. This is what your team needs. You need a Lucio to be able to speed boost the Queen to the place she needs to be, and speed boost the Cassidy to the place that he needs to be, and then you guys would be golden. Me with Skyrim, love the game, have tattoos. Stop selling me the same thing over and over. I love Skyrim, dude. Like, I played the hell out of Skyrim 12 years ago, right? Like, I'm telling you, dude, I have like 2,000, 3,000 hours in Skyrim. But I played it when it came out in 2012, and like a lot of like DLCs have dropped since then. There are mad mods. There's so many mods for Skyrim that are just incredible. But like, do we really need a Skyrim for every holiday known to mankind? Like, we've got Christmas Skyrim, you know, we've got Skyrim Monopoly, like, we've got like every possible reason they could have to re-release a Skyrim, they have. And people keep buying this shit. And I know that because I have bought Skyrim 4 times. And I still, like, I have it on my PC, I have it on my PlayStation, I have a second one on a second Steam account, and then I also bought it for the Xbox back in the day. So it's like, how often can we buy them? It's the TISM. What's a TISM? The Skyrim TISM? I'm not following. In the meantime, on the enemy team, we have a Mercy and an Alari, so they have less healing than you, and it's going to be difficult for them to heal Ball unless Mercy just straight up focuses on Ball and like pockets Ball wherever Ball goes. He is like too mobile for Mercy to be able to really track down, and he's way too mobile for Alari unless Alari happens to save healing Pylon until he pile drives, and then she throws Pylon, right? And that would be the way that, like, the Alari would keep the Ball alive. Other than that, Ball is just going to leave this team alone, and I think that they just fall apart just based on their inability to have a tank most of the time. Autism, gotcha. You're obsessed? Yeah, dude, I get it. I mean, I was obsessed with the game, too. I loved it for what it was. I loved the skill trees, and I even sat there with a shield one day and let a rat hit me for 4 hours while I blocked with the shield, just so that I could raise my block, so that I could put the skill points from block into other things. Like, I loved the lock picking, I loved picking flowers so that I could do alchemy. Like, that game, I loved sneaking, I loved the spells. That game was fucking lit, but I don't need 78 versions of it. I only bought Red Dead Redemption once. Actually, I never bought Red Dead Redemption. I take it back. I borrowed it from my cousin. I only played it through one time, and I put, like, I don't know, 1,000, 1,500 hours into it. But, like, it was still, I got just as much enjoyment out of that, paying $0, or what would be box price, like $60, right? Compared to Skyrim, which I paid, like, $200 for. 1,000 daggers for smithing. Yo, the iron dagger, forget about it. I made more iron daggers than I knew what to do with. There's one part in the town in Whiterun where I just went behind the smithy and I just dumped all of my daggers. So, like, I don't know, you guys don't have this probably in Australia, but here in the States, in the winter, when it snows at the mall, they plow all of the snow into like a giant like pyramid, like a big ass snow pyramid. And over the course of like a month or two, as it's still cold, the snow pile gets grayer and grayer until at some point around like February, we have like a 14-foot tall pile of dark gray, goopy, icy slush, right? And that's exactly what happened behind the smith in Whiterun, because I piled up like 9,000 iron daggers so that I could raise my smithing, so that I could craft the cool armor. I sure did. I made a giant, nasty mall snow pile, and I left it behind the smithy in Whiterun. It was almost as tall as the building. It would make my game lag when I walked by. Like, that's how bad it was. On the enemy team, they also have really good hit scan DPS. They have a Widowmaker and a Cassidy. I think the Widowmaker is going to be the biggest problem for you, because the Widow will be able to snipe your Mercy as she's trying to keep your team alive. I doubt she'll be able to get you too often, but I think with the Mercy doing the, like, fly up in the air with GA, the Guardian Angel, she'll be able to... Widow will be able to get a lot of value taking this Mercy out. Also, with the disruption from the Ball, the Widow kind of has free reign to do whatever Widow wants to do. That being said, Wrecking Ball is really annoying blocking your shots. Like, Wrecking Ball, Diva, Winston, these big body, Mauga, these big body tanks can really get in the way when you're trying to hit like a pinpoint precision shot. So it's possible that the Widowmaker is denied the value because Wrecking Ball just won't show the head of the enemy to her. So there's that as well. I think you guys have a good team comp, though. I think you guys have the winning comp because you have a tank and they have a father that goes out for a pack of cigarettes and never comes home. So let's see what happens, right?
Thank you.
Also, Australia represent. We got the Junker Queen in the cool outfit moving forward here. Here's Ball. Oh god, what's he doing? Why is Ball there? Why was Ball just sitting there? This guy's new, huh? Look at how much health he lost already. I just want to draw attention to this. You guys saw him for 3 seconds, and this Ball is half hit points already.
Snapper.
Your Cassidy is begging to die. You are also kind of begging to die. Just a heads up. While you can hit that sniper from far away, it's better to follow up when they maybe if Cassidy isn't low health, maybe if you aren't in like the direct line of sight of her, like you are putting yourself into a very dangerous position with this Widowmaker right now. Where would be a better positioning for you is right here, and then you throw your Ofuda out this way, and then you back up, right? And then you can throw your Ofuda out to your team that are over here. And in this way, by utilizing this angle instead of the angle you're in, you never expose yourself to the Widowmaker unless she comes all the way out by the mid, like, mausoleum or whatever the fuck that thing is over there, right? So I think that if you chill out, like, in this kind of area, you'll be able to get a lot of value healing your team. I was gonna move, but I found it funny she missed when I ducked, so I kept going stupidly. And like, that is something that you need to work into your strafe game for everybody who is watching this. A duck here and there. Not every time, but like every, like, 3 to 4 strafes, you just weave a duck in, like a crouch, and it will... it'll take your strafe game to another level. But in addition to that, when you do strafe, you don't just want to AD, you also want to switch it up. So sometimes it's AD, and then A 2 times or 3 times, and then you D once, and then you A 2 more times, and then you D 3 times, right? And by constantly switching up the length of your strafe, you will make it, and in addition to that, weaving in the crouch, you will make it very, very difficult for people to snipe you. And if you notice, when I duel other hit scan characters, you'll see me doing this as well. Like, I'll start off doing this, and then I'm extra over here, and then I'm extra in this direction, and in the middle of those, there's like 1 or 2 crouches when I think they're about to pull the trigger. And just the rapid repositioning and the difficulty of tracking you makes it so that they will whiff shots that they otherwise should have hit. But again, like, you don't want to die to that shit, right? This ball is dead. So that's what happens with Ball and Cass, where Cass hits the sticky grenade on him, he gets the hinder buff on the Ball, Ball can't roll away, and then the Junker Queen is able to go full on with the shotgun in his face. It's bad news bears for that Wrecking Ball there. This is good. Throwing a couple of kunai, there's nothing wrong with that. Just be careful about your positioning so you don't get hit. The Illari plus a body shot from the Widow will kill you. The Illari plus a headshot from the Cassidy will kill you. So they have a lot, or like a body shot from the Widow and a body shot from the Cass will also kill you. They have a lot of ways to instantly delete you. So you just gotta be careful. You're doing good. I probably would have saved that Suzu, but you kept him alive, so that's fine. Putting it on cooldown. Suzu has kind of a long cooldown, so if you can save it for times when you might really need it, that might be better. They have a Malga now, so this is better for them. A much better tank than the Wrecking Ball would have been. Yep, good, and you kept him alive. This is good. And you have not gotten targeted yet, so that's awesome. You lost your soldier, that's kind of okay, but we are in a 4v5 right now, and we've abandoned the robot. I don't know if you noticed this in the middle of the game, but your whole team kind of just left the robot here. I noticed that and did in fact need it after I used it. Well, there you go. The long cooldown can get you sometimes. Dangerous to have teleported directly here, because when you teleport in front of where you're facing the target. Wherever they are in a duel with, you should be aware of that. This is kind of a nuanced part of her kit. So if they're facing this way, and you teleport, you're looking at them, and you teleport, you will also be facing them. So in that moment, you teleported directly with your back in front of the Malga. So that can get you killed pretty easily, depending on where you teleport and who you teleport to. So you can kind of see their orientation through the wall. So you just want to... You just want to keep that in mind as to if they're dueling somebody, if you see them taking damage, you don't want to you want to try and not put yourself in between them and the enemy. It says you saved her. You saved her for a second. And then you climb over this, right? Good. And you are like, you have nobody to run to. Is your Suzu off cooldown? That is not you. Your Suzu's off cooldown. So what you needed to do in this scenario, because you are going to die, there's no stopping it, but you potentially could have lived if you had run up the thing immediately, right? You run up the thing, you Suzu yourself, you jump down, and then you come over here, you run up the wall, you grab this health pack, you jump through mid, and then you run through mid. You probably still would have died, but that's the route I would have taken. You accepted it? I saw you accept it. I saw the moment where you were like, well, okay then. So we're 30 minutes into the show, and we've made it a minute and a half into the gameplay. So we're doing great. Your soldier loves being dead, so the first thing he's going to do when he spawns up is run directly into the enemy team so that he can 1v5. Go, soldier, go! Get him! 1v5, soldier, 1v5! What are you doing? Well, at least he's getting the health pack, right? At least he's not allergic to the health pack. He kept doing that? That's because he's a goddamn genius. He's the best soldier you've ever seen. Scary. Because you don't know who's on the other side of this wall. Don't forget, too, that you can run up this wall right here and then stand in this window and just be like, haha, bitch, like, and throw the Ofuda down at them. But that does leave you open to the Widowmaker. She swapped over to a Venture, though, so you're good.
Draw strength from nature. Purified.
This is good. You cleansed your Diva of the burn, which is good as well. As soon as you get Kitsune, I would pop it here. Because, like, you have a big, long line, you have a big lane to pop it in front of you. You'll get maximum value. Your whole team is here. Their whole team is here. This is a perfect time to Kitsune.
Let the Kitsune
Hell yeah.
guide you.
Okay, so right now, this would have been the time, as you hear that sound effect, right? This would have been the time to teleport over to one of these guys and then back up into this safety, right? Because being here, this lets you heal them from complete safety, and your team can take advantage of the Kitsune rush. Although you might be able to save them. There you go. At least you got Venture, right? And now you need to... Okay. Can you remember to Suzu during the moment that you think he will pull the trigger? No. So you can Suzu that at the moment that you think he'll pull the trigger. And if you don't do this, if you never play Cassidy, go into the practice range, step on the pill that gives you ultimate, and then make the target on the side that is always Tracer, turn that into your Kiriko, and then just practice how long it takes for the circle to close. Because when Cassidy pops ultimate, he has to wait for a circle to close down into a solid red circle, and in doing that, if you can commit that amount of time to muscle memory, you can preemptively Suzu yourself and deny him the value of everybody on your team getting hit by that. Because if you Suzu your whole team, it will save everyone in that moment. You just have to plan for it right before the moment where he presses the draw button, the shoot button, right? So your Mercy tried to res. Your Mercy resed the Sojourn. Weird call on her part. Especially because your tank is dead, right? Yeah, your tank is dead. I don't know why Mercy resed Sojourn, but whatever. The Venture is also back up, so Venture's just going to kill Sojourn. Their team is pushing hard on yours. And there it is, right? And now Mercy is alone. We'll see if she keeps moving. If she stops moving, I think she'll be okay. When you are alone like this, the main thing that you want to do is crouch and stay out of line of sight. For you, as Kiriko, this is most important, but for any character that is alone, trying to hide, if you crouch, it will silence your footsteps and make it far less likely that you will be heard by the enemy team. Crouching is not something a lot of people think about, but the Mercy is just asking to be killed by walking around, standing up like that. We're just gonna give her a place to go, right? She knows she can go through this staircase, right? Okay, yes, she does. Thank God. Thank God. All right, so we got the team together. You also have Amalga. It's Samoan versus Samoan here in the team deathmatch of the century. And yours is just better. Right here, right here. Okay, so I had a feeling this was coming, right? We need to be tracking their ultimates, right? So we know that the Illari ultimate will likely come out next. When the Venture pops ultimate, which I still don't know the goddamn name of, God, how do I keep getting live again without looking up the name of this ultimate? When Venture pops ultimate, you can deny the entire value of the ultimate by running up a wall and just standing on it. You can literally just run up this wall and stand right here. I'm not actually certain you can stand on this, but if you run up a wall, if you give any elevation to yourself at all, Venture loses all value in their ultimate, which is hilarious. I call it a dirt bomb. Its name forever is now the dirt bomb. Oh no, they got you. Well, hopefully your Mercy comes in for the res. Their Mercy is coming in for the res, so that's not great. They're gonna res their Mauga, and with the Illari ultimate coming out, I think it's very unlikely that your team wins this fight. Yeah, Mauga is back, and now it's Mercy, Sojourn, and Mauga versus their entire team, right? So we just lose this one. We just leave at this moment, right? Like, Mercy should be Guardian Angeling up to the Sojourn and, like, giving the big nopes to everybody else on the enemy team. But instead, she's gonna find her own dirt bomb in a grave. Look at how much health she has, bro. She's got, like, 4 hit points. Mercy, how much health you got? 17 hit points. So it's not looking good for her. We're gonna go ahead, let's put it on Mauga, and then we'll back it up while we wait for you to come back from the spawn. I could tell you the ult name, but it's funnier if I don't. I think Dirt Bomb is pretty good. I think Dirt Bomb is a pretty solid ultimate. And there she goes, she found it. I mean, what else could have happened at this moment, right? Like, the main thing that could have happened to have sped this along is as soon as we realized this fight was over, Mercy and Mauga should have jumped off the edge. And by jumping off the edge, they would have saved the amount of ultimate charge that they gave the enemy team and respawned faster. But because they waited, now you guys are in a bad position. And you know, and the Kiriko voice line comes out, careful, we're outnumbered. We absolutely are. I knew I wouldn't play her perfectly, so all advice is perfect. Yeah, so in this moment, we just leave. We don't even play up here. As soon as we hear, careful, we're outnumbered, and we realize it's just you and Sojourn, you just turn around and walk away. Like, Soldier is down there. It's his fault if he dies. He shouldn't be down there. We don't save people who do stuff like that. We save ourselves first. Like on an airplane with the mask, and you're going down, right? Cell, what's going on? How are you? We're doing a giant support review today. Like, the mask on an airplane, when an airplane is crashing, the flight attendant will be like, secure your mask, and then help secure the mask of the person next to you, right? That's how you gotta think of it. You just gotta, any tanks we're bagging on today? Right now, we have a Mauga versus Mauga fight going on, and while I haven't seen anybody do anything ridiculously stupid, the fact that they're both Mauga, I think Mauga is the new Doomfist in this meta. So, I think that in terms of who I'm gonna hate on for the next, like, 2 months, I think Mauga is gonna receive the brunt of our assault, our verbal assaults here for a while. So yeah, so you just leave. Take care of yourself first, and then worry about them later. Because if you die right now, your stagger is gonna be massive. You hear that, Sojourn? If we die right now, our stagger is going to be massive. Massive. Why are you still fighting them? So yeah, just save yourself. Drop a heal out to Soldier, and then get to safety, please. Teleport to your team. Take this moment, you see them coming, just teleport over there, and create a new target for them to look at. Because if you lose this 1v1, which there's a good chance you do, right? Like, because there's 5 of them. If you lose, then we put ourselves back in the respawn screen. We desperately need a 5v5. They're about to win, basically. We got the Cardiac Overdrive is out. So if you don't know, this is Mauga's Cardiac Overdrive ability. It's got a giant radius. And when you stand inside of it, any damage that you deal will heal you. So in this moment, while Mauga is mostly full health inside of armor health, you can stand inside of his Cardiac Overdrive and throw Kunai out, because not only will you damage the enemy, but you will also heal yourself. Cool. You're making good use of the 2-second rule. This is good. She said, she took a bullet for you. She said, Mrs. President. She jumped right in front. She was like, no. Slow-mo, right? No. And then she got put into the respawn screen. Poor Sojourn. She got DPS diffed. Yeah, we can't save her. It's time to go. Oh, no, don't do this. Oh, no. You're dead, huh? This is too long. You've overcommitted to this fight. You had him. When you realized that you weren't going to get the kill, it's time to immediately leave. You have your teleport available. You can swift step out of here. You can run up this wall, right? Ding, 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 ding. And all of a sudden you're up here. And what's Cassidy going to do? What's he going to walk his slow ass all the way around to come and fight you? Like, it's going to take him forever to get to you if you leave. But if you keep fighting him, you lose. Don't forget about your wall run. Oh, man. All right, well, it is what it is. Wait for your swift step to come off cooldown. You want to use this corner right here. Keep everyone line of sighted. Crouch down so that they don't know you're here. And again, we are doing this to delay your own death. His aim was bad, luckily. Yeah, thank God, right? Because that could have gone very differently. And, like, yes, you could have gotten it. But when you realized you weren't going to, then it's time to go, right? So you crouch right here. You wait for swift step to come off cooldown. And then you teleport to the Sojourn and drop the Suzu on her as quickly as you can. Well, you tried for it anyway. You just, like, when he starts doing that shit, you just walk forward. Like, it'd be, like, in this moment, you need to treat it like a Diva Bomb or like a Bastion Ultimate. And, like, you gotta have this mindset where it'd be a shame if I were to. And that is the mindset that you have when you're facing somebody and they're like, they're trying to kill you as like Kiriko or as any support, really. It'd be a shame if I were to walk 3 steps forward. Then what's he gonna do, right? And back there in that other duel, it'd be a shame if I were to gently climb this wall. Because what's he gonna do about it? Like, he's just, he has to disengage. He has to take a long-ass walk around, right? And then he has to think about his poor decision-making. And you do the same thing with a Diva Bomb, like it comes out, or like a Bastion Ultimate. You see the circle under your feet, and you're like, damn, it'd be a shame if I were to gently walk to the left. And then, oh my god, all the value is completely denied, right? So, yeah, so just keep that in mind. It'd be a shame if I were to, and then do whatever it is that removes all of their value with, like, one motion. Unfortunately, you go down here. Alright, so your team, yeah, we just need this 5v5, and it looks like we're probably going to get it because of the respawn advantage that you guys have. It's going to be really tough for you to win this with them having pushed it all the way this far. The Mauga here sees the pylon of the, like, the healing pad. It's not a pylon, but you get what I mean, of your soldier. He could easily step into that and reduce the amount of healing that Moira needs to give to him, but instead, he's going to dance around it like it's like a, like in Twister, when you're about to go to the thing and then you realize it's not the right color, so you're like, oh, whoa, I gotta just, gotta catch my balance again. So he's gonna treat it like a yellow circle in Twister. That's a really old game. If you guys have never played it, it was fun when we were kids. Oh, because why wouldn't he use that right now, right? So right there, you did it. It's high noon. It'd be a shame if I were to walk gently to the left. Right here, if you'd have saved your Suzu, you can cleanse off the debuff from the Illari ultimate, which will reduce all the damage that she deals. You gotta stay in your Kitsune Rush extra speed part here. Because you still have people that you have to kill. They're still contesting the robot, right? So we kind of left it there. It not only increases how quickly you throw your kunai for an offensive advantage, it also increases how quickly you throw the Ofuda, so you can put out a significant amount more healing in that moment. The Illari's still alive here. We gotta get some trigger discipline on that Suzu. And we're getting a close-up of the robot's butt cheeks.
Yes.
Did you hear Moira? She answered me.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm on fire.
Alright, we're good. We're good here. We didn't need to Suzu there. Don't forget about your ability to kind of chill out in these side corridors. Well, like, you see Moira's doing it, right? She has the entire enemy team line of sighted. She can't take any damage from here, except for from this Sojourn, or from Venture even, who is, like, right in front of you guys. But you are standing in the entire... You're standing in the middle of the lane with no cover except the robot, who has holes in his arms and his legs where people can shoot you through. This is good. The Moira just teleported. Who's on your side here? Yeah, that's your Moira. There's Venture. Okay, so just be careful because you're getting flanked by this Venture. And you guys were able to get her down. That's good. This is where you want to be when you're doing this kunai throw. You want to be very close to cover, jiggle peeking a corner, so that you can absorb most of their damage through the wall. That will keep you alive a lot more.
I'm on fire.
Your tank desperately needed heals in that moment. I don't know why Moira was damaging while the tank was so low, but he desperately needed to be healed right there. Okay, you have to protect this res. You know what she wants to do, right? You see her, even though, like, she can only see out of one eye because her hair is all crazy. You see exactly what she's about to do, right? And you can stop her from doing it. Well. And this is where you die, huh? Okay, he charged in the other direction. You're good. If he had stayed on you with this Venture on you, that would have been the end. Your team is doing great. Actually. Legitimately.
My ultimate is charging.
Yes, let the push commence.
One thing you gotta remember with different characters in Overwatch is the height of the character determines where the center crosshair, like where your crosshair is centered, and how high you or low you need to aim based on that. So, like, tall characters like Malka, you need to aim down a little bit to get their head inside of your reticle. For characters like Kiriko, who is kind of averaged height but a little bit short, you need to aim up just slightly to be able to get them into head level. And then once you have the crosshair at head level, you use A and D to strafe back and forth, and you don't use your or I guess if you're on controller, you use the left stick, right, to strafe back and forth, and then you only move the right stick to put it at head level, and then you do this, right? I'm simulating your controller movement. I did not mean to do that. All right, we're good. You could have climbed up that wall and saved your teleport. You could have done exactly what you needed to do without using a cooldown. And there you go, right? So it'd be a shame if I were to take 2 steps forward. Then what's he gonna do? It's good. This is good.
Feel better?
Right here. So you use Suzu to cleanse them, but you are already healing them. In this moment, if you had instead threw it onto your Moira, she could have potentially secured this kill a little bit safer. Time to go. It's time to go. Teleport to Malga. Good, good. Save your ultimate, because you're down 1. That was a good Suzu. That was good kunai usage. We can stop kunaiing now and we can go back to healing because our whole team is on her, right? We have massive focus fire at this moment. No reason for us to do anything other than make sure that we sustain. Get ready to Suzu at the moment when Venture breaks out of the ground. Did they leave? They left. Never mind. I take it back. Andy Ashes, what's going on, dude? Andy Ashes over on Twitch. Andy Ashes with the raid, dude. Thank you so much. I want to say hello to everybody who is coming over from Andy Ashes' stream. We are currently reviewing some Overwatch gameplay. We are doing a competitive support player review here. We are also live over on the DudeNoWay live channel on YouTube. So if you guys would like to come and hang out with us over there, you can catch us over on YouTube. We also have our main channel is DudeNoWay Gaming. So if you guys would like to check us out, We have our Destiny content is over on DudeNoWay Gaming. We do our live content over on DudeNoWay Live. And again, that's over on YouTube. We're also streaming on Twitch right now. Flo says, I'm back from looking like an idiot. Flo, you never look like an idiot to me. Andy, how are you? How's everything, dude? How's life? It's good to see you. Have you played the Into the Light stuff? What do you think about the new Destiny stuff that's come out? Out of curiosity. It's always good to see Andy, man. Okay, so remember what I said, right? You can run up the wall, boop, 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 and you're out of there, right? Completely deny them even the value of the ultimate by just climbing up this wall. This would have been, you were 1 second away from using, like, you were 1 corner away from using it in the right place. If you'd have held it till here, we could have used it for the next team fight. You guys have kind of already won this team fight. I think this is when you said you used the ultimate, but you didn't realize that everyone was dead. A fat bumblebee flew into my room, and I took the 10 minutes to try and capture it, to get it out, only for it to just fly out. Bro, that is hilarious. Like, a bee being in your room, especially if you are, allergic to them, can be really scary. But, I told that story the other day of when I was delivering, when I was like 17 years old. I used to deliver pizza, and I got hit in the face with a bee while driving, and then it landed on my crotch. And it was like, knocked out for a minute, but then it woke up, bro. And then there was just a live bee walking across my crotch while I'm driving through a town. Actually terrifying. Andy says, I've done bits of it, just burned out of fetch quests. Yo, I can't agree more. Andy, I am 100% with you. I'm excited to see the narrative move forward, and, like, I'm glad that everybody who is playing it is having a really good time. I just, like, I'm kind of burned out with the, like, gameplay style of Destiny, and I want to see the story. I want to see what happens. I want to see, like, more, like, really compelling gameplay like we had in the Witch Queen. But, like, I just don't really care about farming the weapons that I farmed for 4 years ago. Like, the Luna's Howl just came back on Tuesday, which I farmed a couple of them. I got a few good rolls. Like, I'm not sure that I really care enough to keep playing Onslaught over and over again, right? And then the Whisper mission came back, which is great and all. I already have a Whisper of the Worm, bro. I got it like 6 years ago or whatever it was when the Whisper mission came out. So, like, yeah, it's cool that it's back and it's cool that you can craft it, but, like, do we care? You know? And then the same thing with the Outbreak mission coming out. I know a lot of people really like the gun. I don't really care. I already have one. I've had one for years. I've used it to death. But I am excited to see what happens when the story moves forward in June. So I'll be excited for Final Shape and the final raid. I want to do it. I want to get the full completion under my belt. And then I want to give the 07 to Destiny and say thank you for a wonderful 10 years. And I'll catch you when Destiny 3 comes out. You know what I mean? I made the Mr. President meme. It's in Discord. Oh, let me see it. Let me see it.
What's this kill cam? How it jumps in front of it? Like it wasn't aiming for me, Service! Get down, Mr. President! No!
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, that was amazing. Where'd you find that audio? I'm not sure if I can actually play that on stream, but whatever. There it is. It's already there. So, I too just got back, except I was making tea. What kind of tea do you like, Cell? Please don't sting my thing. That's where I was at, Flo. When that bee fell on my crotch, bro, that was one of the scariest moments of my entire life. Like, I will take a bee sting in most places on my body before I take it in the, you know, in the Johnson area. In the southern, in the loins, right? Like, please don't sting me there. Like, please, like, sting my cheek or something. Sting the back of my head. Anywhere but there. Like the only place I think would be scarier to get a bee sting would be like your eyeball, bro. You know what I mean? TikTok, but from another YouTuber. I've only ever been stung by a wasp. My god. I can't imagine what it's like being stung by a wasp. I do not envy you. The bee really said, let me see your stinger. Oh my god. Yo. I'll tell you what, at that moment, it shrunk down to the size of the bees. Like, me and the bee could have had a, stinger measuring contest right there, because I was that afraid. I was that terrified. It was a scary moment, dude. That being said, you know, save the bees and all that. Like, I know they're crucial for our world to function, but damn, Like, could they not, A, hit me in the face while driving? Because, you know, that could have gone horribly wrong, right? And then B, can they not wake up from a nap while, using my wiener as a hammock? Like, that's terrifying, dude. Come on, dude. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants it. Crazy stuff. That's the only time that has ever happened to me. Like, I've had rocks and stuff fly in my window while driving. That is legitimately the only time I've had an insect fly in my window while driving and assault me. You know? I thought I was getting carjacked by a bee. Okay, so, let me just see. I gotta stop living by the motto, I will walk in front to take a few bullets. Yes, you can't do that as support. You are so important as support that you need to make sure that you prioritize your life. The tank's life, and then your life, but don't Mr. President for the tank in most cases. Because if you go down, the tank's just gonna go down right after you. You know what I mean? If it was a male bee, he was most likely kicked out. Now I imagined you took in a homeless bee. I took him in, you know, I gave him soup, right? I gave him a bowl of chicken noodle. Like that old commercial. I don't know if you had this in Australia or like in England for you, Andy. I don't know if you guys had this, but in the States we had this old Campbell's soup commercial, and it was like claymation where a kid would come in from outside and he was like a snowman, and his mom made him soup, and he takes a bite of the soup and the snow all melts around him, and then he's just a kid eating soup. It was that meme, right? But instead, when the snow melted, it was a bee, right? It was a homeless bee. He even had like the stick with the knapsack tied to the back of it. I know there's a name for that fucking thing, but I don't know what it is. Excuse my language. But like, yeah, he was just sitting there with his knapsack stick, you know, eating his Campbell's soup, right? I don't remember it, but we have Campbell's soup. Yo, fun fact, I actually live close to the Campbell's soup factory, which I didn't know was in, like, legitimately the most dangerous part of New Jersey. Like, I don't understand. Maybe it was different back then, but there are more murders per, like, square foot in this city in Jersey than there are, like, in any other place, aside from, like, Detroit. I gotta go steal the soup. No, bro. I am afraid to go in there. I'm gonna catch, like, even driving through there, like, is scary. Like, you at any point, you could stop at a red light or at a stop sign at any point and feel like a crowd of people will, like, get around your car and, like, bash out your windows. Like, it's that kind of place. Like, it is a scary joint. Like, you don't want to hang out there. And you definitely don't want to hang out there if you look like you have any amount of money more than enough to buy a cheeseburger from McDonald's, right? Like, if you have more money than it takes to buy a Black and Mild and an Arizona tea can, then you don't want to be there because you're going to get robbed. They got to keep the recipes safe somehow. That is a great idea. Bro, we should make the Krusty Krab in Camden, right? Like, we should put the Krusty Krab in this city. And that way, the secret recipe, like, Plankton will never make it through all of these gangsters. Campbell's Soup encouraging violence to keep their soup recipe safe. I mean, they gotta do what they gotta do, right? They gotta protect their brand. How did we get here? Like, the tangent has gotten so long. Remember Overwatch? They're not in the area with the most murders. They are the area with the most murders. That's right. And most of them are chickens because they go in the Campbell's Soup cans. Rest in peace to all the chickens. They're like, legit, it's a city, bro. There are no chickens in that area, but that is funny, though. But, the amount of homeless people in, like, I don't know, like a 3-mile, 5-mile radius is more than you've ever seen in real life. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's a street where there's a bus station, and that street is, like, if you can imagine if you took your trash can, right? You went over to your trash can and you just dumped a full trash can in your living room, like how much trash that would be compared to the amount of space in your living room, right? That's what this street looks like, but an entire city block, like proportionately that amount of trash in front of this bus station. And like, if you can count, like, if you've ever seen a redhead that has a lot of freckles, if you can count the freckles on a redhead's entire body, and I could say this because my daughter's a redhead. If you can count the freckles on their entire body, there are more homeless people on this one street in Camden than there are freckles on a redhead's whole body. Like, it is nuts. It is the most populated thing. It looks like if New York City were crammed into a single city block. with the amount of garbage in the entire city strewn across the entire sidewalk and street. I don't understand how buses even drive through it, bro. There are days where it, like, legitimately I've had to drive through there where it looks like it's ankle deep worth of trash. It's crazy. Campbell's Soup is actually made by the gangsters, and it's a money laundering front, just like Breaking Bad. Yo, that's a good possibility. What if soup is people? If soup is people, then I have been eating delicious people for my entire life. You know? And I look back on all of those childhood meals, right? And I think about, like, the can of, like, beef and vegetable soup, or, like, the, excuse me, the chicken noodle that I've eaten along the way, and how good it made me feel inside. And you know what, bro? If that was people, well, then at least we're reducing the population and making it so that the Earth lives another year, I guess, right? Those were some delicious people. Don't clip this. This is terrible, bro. This is terrible. The chicken noodle soup is made from those who crossed them. I would not be surprised. They're in that type of area. They're in the type of area where if you have to walk through it, you don't. You don't, like, if you have to walk through it, you change your plans. Clipped. No! Stop it! My career! Right? Oh, God. It's all good. It's okay. Look, if Campbell's Soup shows up at my door, I'm sending the bill to you guys, right? Like, they're gonna come out, they're gonna hit me with the, DudeNoWay cannibalism. It's our new channel, you guys. So just make sure, you know, you check it out. We're posting, shorts and TikToks. You know, because it's got to be short form content because of how little we cut the people into. How, like, the tiny pieces we cut them into, right? That's why it's shorts. Oh my God. You guys give me the most awesome platform to just be myself, and, like, I don't even have to talk about the gameplay. Like, I was talking to Star one time about, like, how I feel like if I get stuck in one game again, I'm gonna have trouble with growth, because, like, eventually you get burnt out of one game, right? And she's like, the way that you will succeed is if you can find a way to just be you, because people will love who you are, and, like, you're so quick and so funny and so like quirky and you know, you have perfect jokes and stuff like that, and, like, she just she's just making my head swell to gigantic proportions, right? And I was like, well, I guess I could stream into, like, the just chatting category at some point. And then I was like, I have no idea how I would ever make that work. And, like, you guys give me the biggest, most awesome platform to just be myself and just do whatever it is that I want to do. Like, talk however I want to talk, say the things I want to say. We go on awesome side tangents. Overwatch cannibalism. Yo, I mean, that Mauga got eaten several times in the gameplay yesterday. You know, he threw himself into some crazy scenarios and ended up getting eaten for lunch several times over. Best way to grow, be yourself. I mean, I don't disagree. It's just, like, how do I, like, where do I even start? You know, like, do I just get on and start talking to you guys about Campbell's Soup cannibalism? Like, is this how it begins? Like, is this how the brand transitions from DudeNoWay to just Moon, right? And then I'm just talking about, like, dumb shit like this over and over again. DudeNoWay gets viral not for Overwatch content, but loving Campbell's Soup cannibalism. Look, if that's got to be the way, then that's got to be the way, right? Like, however, whatever path we have to take to get there, right? It's all good. Next video he makes is going to be which Overwatch character would commit cannibalism. Yo, that's actually a really good idea for a video. Like a fucked up video, right? But a really good idea for a video. Generally, I think that would probably get a lot of views. Maybe even legitimately go viral if enough people were interested in, like, which character is most likely to commit cannibalism. Is a topic that no one has covered on YouTube. And I don't know if it would get me put behind the, soup cannibalism. Yeah, we're talking... Jay, what's going on? Jay says, what did I walk into? Oh my God, Jay, I'm so sorry. So, Jay, we were talking about how the Campbell's Soup factory, like the original Campbell's Soup factory, is in a city around here, but it's in one of the most dangerous cities like it's the most dangerous city in the state, one of the most dangerous cities in the country. It's up there with the likes of Detroit and Compton for the amount of murders per square foot or per square mile or whatever. And we were joking about how Campbell's Soup made its factory there because they use the gangsters as a way to protect their secret soup recipe, right? And then DudeNoWay was explaining cannibalism to us unprovoked. No, I was not. No, I was not. What? I feel like you're telling my mom on me right now. Like you guys are the school bullies. You telling my mom on me right now. And how he loves eating people. You guys are killing me, dude. I can't stop laughing. I can't put on a show right now. Oh my god. Okay, so and then we talked about how Flo said, "What if the soup is people?" And I was like, "Well, I guess like if you look back on all the times you've eaten soup in your life and all the times I'm getting scared, get out of here. All the times you ate soup in your life and you're like, "Man, that was good soup." Like I have fond memories of eating soup and just stopped the video and started talking about how he likes soup cannibals. I can't. I'm literally crying. Like I'm to the point where I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. So anyway, I was like, man, I have fond memories of eating soup throughout my life. Like, you know, my grandma, she'd make me like a can of the beef and vegetable soup or like a can of the chicken noodle soup, right? And you know what? Like if it turned out that that was people, I don't think the memories would be any worse. Like as sad as that, as terrible as that is, like those would have been some delicious people. That soup slapped, bro. What do you mean? Oh my god. I'm getting scared. Oh my god. You guys destroyed me. We were talking about Overwatch, so now we've fully gone off the rails, as is often the case here. And if you guys are enjoying the show, and also I just want to say that for the people that have rated me on Twitch, if you're still here, thank you. But based on my viewer number, I'm pretty sure they have all left. So with as weird as we all are, right? I'm pretty sure we all drove away the people that were on Twitch. Like the people that don't know us, that don't understand our sense of humor and our content here. They have all left because they're like, what the hell is this guy? Like what the fuck did I just walk into? The soup. Mom, come pick me up. DudeNoWay loves the taste of enemy gangsters. I mean, look, we can shoot it out and see who lives to tell the story later, right? But I don't know if I'm gonna put them into my chicken noodle. You know, I don't know if I necessarily want the gangsters cut up into my chicken and stars. You know, which is a type of soup for those of you who don't know. The noodles are shaped like little stars. That soup slapped, bro. What do you like? Come on. You guys have had soup that was really good, right? You have memories of eating soup with your grandparents or like with your family members, and it was really good. I'm sure you do. Everybody eats soup. All cultures eat soup. Do they eat people soup? Probably not, right? But, you know, that's like Flo presented the idea, we ran with it. The soup cannibalism scared them off. I mean, content is content, right? This is quality content. There is nowhere else on the internet where you can go to have this conversation organically come up in the way that it came up for us, right? I ran a whole ass marathon with it. I mean, Flo, it was really good. My silence is bought. I won't speak. Too scared, DudeNoWay will make me into soup. Oh my god, I gotta turn this into a meme. My silence is bought. Stop it. Oh my god. I gotta turn this into a meme. They actually left the call to to report to the police. Yo, if the police show up at my door and they're like, Mr. Child, we heard you were, turning humans into soup here. I'm gonna pull up the chat logs. Get a little soup emoji, right? And the soup emoji has googly eyes, right? Oh my god. Ah, that's so funny. What would the, human face on the label? It's got a smiling face, but the smiling face is inside the bowl, right? What would the soup What would it be called? Like, if we were to make it, right? Also, I do wanna circle back around to the which Overwatch characters would be most likely to commit cannibalism, because I think that's a funny topic as well. What would the soup be called? Campbell's Human Soup. It would be like, now with, like, okay, I don't know. I vote Roadhog, honestly. I think you're right. I think Roadhog / Malga would probably be the most likely to. Tattoos taste bad, so the victim can't have any. I didn't know that. I didn't know that tattoos taste bad. I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Zen? Does Zen eat, though? Or does he just, like, download nutrients through his USB port? Which would be, like, his mouth, and I guess also... You know, I'm not sure exactly how that works. When, like, if Zen eats, right? Like, if you assume that he eats, does that mean that he also shits? And by that logic, because he is an omnic, do you think he poops little thumb drives? Because I think that would be pretty funny. Moira? Moira is it. Moira is it. I'm convinced that it would be Moira. You know? Okay, Spud, who is it? Who is it? I know she would be proud of it, too. She'll have a voice line for it. Exactly. Yeah, Moira would be like, did you know that spiders devour prey 19 times their size? Hamsters are cannibals. Oh my god. Yeah, but Wrecking Ball would only eat other Wrecking Balls, right? Like, you can't imagine he would eat people. Right, yeah. They are, though. I mean, rats do eat each other. Oh my god, Hammond would. He would. He definitely would. I also vote Hammond most likely to be on, like, the cover of a swimsuit Sports Illustrated model. Like magazine, right? Like, he would be the funniest one. Like, he, like Lifeweaver probably also. But, like, you could picture Hammond doing the weirdest shit because he's such, like, an over-the-top character, right? Like, yeah, we have Winston, but, like, Hammond is the real over-the-top character. Like, the anthropomorphic animal that is, like, really wild, right? Like, Winston is just like, I'm a smart guy, but also a gorilla. Like, Hammond is like, his voice lines even lend themselves to cannibalism, right? Like, you can imagine, like, he would be like, beep, 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 and then the voice would be like, the hamster wants to devour you. Like, I could see it. I could definitely see it. Do you think Ram would have done it out of spite? I think Ram would eat people. I think Ram would eat people just based on the fact that people have been so, like, wrong to him. And then, like, do you think Ram just sits there? He's got, like, a bowl of arms and legs, right? And he's eating it like ribs, right? Like, he's just, like, just tearing the flesh off the arms. He's like, suffer as I have, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it would go. Or maybe, like, and I don't want to, I'm not sure if this will get me demonetized, but, like, maybe Ram would eat them alive, like he does in his ultimate. Like, when he uses his ultimate, how it, like, drains health from everyone around him. What if we got a skin for Ram, and, like, every time it drained health, instead of it being, like, a little beam, it was, like, teeth that came out and bit you, right? Like, that'd be crazy. He would clean off all the meat on the bones, too. Ram looks like the type of dude who would eat the ends of the bones. You guys have friends like that, or are you some of those people? Like, do you, like that, or family members, like, they get chicken wings and they're fucking sucking on the end of the bone for whatever reason. Like, they'll bite off the end and, like, suck the marrow out of that shit. That is crazy. When I see people do that, it's just like, you are on a different level. Like, you like food in a way different way than I like food. My grandparents do that. Dude, what is with people, right? Does it gross you out? Like, why, right? Oh my god, it grosses me out, dude. It's like, skeeves me out. I'm like, what is wrong with you, dude? Why are you sucking the end of the chicken bone? It's gross. I never seen someone do that personally, but if I did, I would close my eyes. It makes a nasty sound, too. It makes a they got a sucking sound that accompanies it, and it is just as gross as the act itself. And again, I think it's pretty funny that we drove away all the viewers on Twitch. I'm really sorry for everybody on Twitch. If you're still there and I can't see you, then thanks for hanging. But, yeah, that's rough, dude. That's rough, man. Soup. Not the additional ASMR, yeah. The crunch is just too loud. It's so bad. It's like, it adds a different level to how gross it is to begin with. Like, If they don't want soup cannibalism, then we don't want them. Yo, Spud, I'm with you. That's it, dude. Is James here? Does he want to get in on the soup cannibalism debate? I feel like especially in Australia, right? Like, you guys probably have some, and forgive me if I'm saying them, like, if I'm, like, misrepresenting them, but, like, I feel like there are definitely Aborigines that are cannibals, right? Like, you gotta imagine they have some human soup, right? Like, especially, like, Spud comes from the country of human soup, right? I feel like it would be less likely here in the States. He's playing my Assassin's Creed Clueless. Oh, okay. He has no idea what's going on here. He has no idea the depths of our depravity. We didn't even make it through one gameplay review before soup cannibalism became the thing. Someone's gonna watch this on the replay. Just think about that. Everybody take that in and enjoy that for a minute, because I'm not cutting this out. Someone is gonna watch this on the replay. They're gonna come in thinking that they're gonna get a support gameplay review, and at some point, it's gonna go all the way south, and we'll have fallen to this point. Or up, I don't know. It depends on who you are as a person, right? Like, this could be an elevating conversation depending on the person. That's some good shit, though. Man, that is hilarious. You should leave the chat up so they have some context. I always leave the chat up. I'm pretty sure if you watch it on the replay, you can still see the chat, right? I'm pretty sure that exists. Not that I know of. I haven't actually heard of Aboriginals being known for that. More kangaroo or crocodile. Fair enough. I don't know that for certain, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm the expert on indigenous people, because I'm not. I'm very much a clueless white guy here. So, when I watch the replays, I don't see the chat sometimes. Oh, man. So, when I used to cut them into videos, and then in that way, when I would repost them, they would be there without the additional, like, commentary. And I would try to, as best I could, cut out as much of me talking to you guys as possible, because when they watch it on the replay, they clicked on the video so that they could watch the gameplay review, right? But that would take, like, 4 hours or, like, 3 hours of me going through and meticulously editing each part out, right? So, at a certain point, I was like, I'm getting like 30 views on these goddamn things. I'm not spending 4 hours editing out the parts of me talking to chat. I'll just make it the stream. And so that's how we got here, right? So ideally, when people watch it back, and I'll have to go through and watch one after the show to know for certain, but ideally when they watch it back, since I'm not cutting them into smaller videos, the chat will still be available to them. I don't know that for sure, though. I'm British and African, so I have no say either. Like South African or like regular African? Soup cannibalism is my biggest clip yet. I mean, it is definitely one of the best topics we've ever covered here on DudeNoWay Live. Like, on the live show, I don't think that we've ever gone into a more ridiculous scenario than that. Alright, so let me ask you. Would you rather eat the soup? Or would you rather be part of the soup? Right? Like, I feel like I would rather eat the soup. But there are definitely days where, like, I might sign up for the being part of it. You know? Like, what if on your, I'm culturally British. Gotcha, okay. What if on your license, instead of, like, I know Moon is about to tell Star about all of this tonight. Oh, I am. I 100% am. And she's not going to get it because she wasn't here for the moments. I would rather cook the soup. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think about cooking the soup. Yes, okay, so we're changing it. Would you rather eat the soup or cook the soup? I think I would rather eat the soup. And, like, not that I don't want to also cook it, but I want to know how it tastes. Like, as fucked up as that is, right? Like we in the States here, like, we're the type of people that'll be like, I wonder how alligator tastes, right? And then we'll go down to Florida, and I'll become Florida man, and I'll eat some alligator, right? Or like other weird things that get turned into jerky or something like that. I'll be at the table with my spoon waiting to be fed. After tonight's dinner, I'm off cooking duty. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think cooking the soup would be wild. Imagine the label of the soup, right? Like, it's got the face, it's got the bowl. There's a face in it. The face is smiling, right? And on the side, the little flavor text that they add on the soup. would say something like, made with real grandma, right? or like, now with extra granddad, right? James wondering why there's only Campbell's soup being the only thing served for dinner. He's not gonna know. Would you dip bread in your human soup? Like butter up some bread and just like, you know, dip it in? I don't like mushrooms either. Although, I recently watched a documentary on Netflix about mushrooms and about how good they are for you. So, like, I've been trying to work them into my diet, but in general, I'm not a fan. Like, they're just not for me. They're okay. I don't mind them. But, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to eat them. Sourdough? Hell yeah, dude. Markiplier, quote, I'm not a masochist moment. I'm not a cannibal, but I would eat human soup. Yeah, I'm not a cannibal. Right, yeah, like, we got the Italian thing going on, right? Got some sourdough with some butter. Mwah! Right? It's the chef's kiss, baby. I'm not a cannibal, but I would have to try it, right? Like, especially if there were a restaurant, like a Michelin star restaurant, which is like, I don't know if you guys have those across the world, but like in the States, Michelin star is like hoity-toity food people went here and decided this is one of the best restaurants in the country, right? So like if there was a Michelin star Campbell's soup restaurant that served human soup, I would have to go there. And I'd probably cover it in a video. I'd be like, I ate soup made with real grandma. That would be the title. Hard to find my own kind of clowns run... Hard to find my own kind clowns run quickly. Hard to find my own kind. Got it. Okay. That was hard to read. I didn't know where to pause in that sentence. I got it now, though. Yeah, I also know what you mean. I was talking about this one time on Twitter, and speaking of clowns, I was talking about clowns one time on Twitter, and somebody was like making fun of actual clowns, and like that there's a school for them where they go and learn to be clowns. And it's like, first of all, of course there's a school for clowns. Like, how do you think they learn how to do all of the shit that they know how to do? What, you think they just ran off at 13 and joined the fucking circus, bro? Of course there's a school for clowns. Like, what do you mean? And then I was like, but also, like, I'm literally just a, like, glorified internet clown. Like, this is how I this is how I make a living, right? Like, this is how I spend my life. I'm just a glorified clown myself, right? So I totally know what you're talking about, Spud. I'm shaking from the withdrawal of no cannibalism soup. Such a David Dobrik title. I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna assume you're right. We should serve the soup at the circus. Yo, in the big tent, right? We gotta, like, this, the circus Campbell's soup can, it says on it, like, made with bearded lady, right? Made with real bearded lady. Extinguish, you just walked into the craziest conversation you're ever gonna hear. Extinguish, I gotta ask you, would you rather eat human soup? Eat soup made with human? Or would you rather cook soup made with human? I'll make sure to cook the soup at the circus. We gotta have, like, one of those big, like, it's gotta be like a weirdly large pot, right? Like a massive, gigantic witch cauldron, right? Extinguish and I grew up together. That's my brother. So we grew up eating the same soup from the same grandma. So, like, Extinguish, imagine all the times that grandma made us soup, right? But then we find out later that the soup was actually human flesh, right? It wouldn't soil the memory for you, right? That soup still slapped, didn't it? Like, that soup was still delicious. That what we thought was beef with vegetables, like, that she would make for us when we were, like, 5 years old, bro. Remember that? It was still good. Like, if you found out later that it was human, right, you would still enjoy those memories, right? Sitting at grandma's little counter in the kitchen, right? And we're just eating out of her, like, plastic bowls that soup has been made in so many times that it has stained the sides of the bowl, and it's all, like, torn up and stuff like that, but you didn't give a shit because we were 6 years old, right? Extinguish says, oh, you know she had skin flakes in it. Oh, God, bro. Oh, God. Oh, God. Thinking about the fact that there was probably actual skin flakes in the soup we ate when we were children is terrifying. I want to honestly dress as a clown one day, maybe at a concert. Sel, I think you should. I feel like it should be, like, if we can do the things we do in social settings at this point in the world, I feel like dressing as a clown is the least of our worries, you know? We had no say. Paused the video and started talking about how he'll turn us into soup. That's what happened. Verbatim, that's how it went down. I gotta turn my viewers into viewer soup. And he held the whole YouTube chat hostage to make us hear about how he loves cannibalism soup. His whole Twitch chat escaped before he could get to them. They did. They did, and none of them. The best part, the funniest part, only one person followed from that raid. Andy Ashes, I want to thank you for the raid today. You're a real one, dude. I love you, man. And I hope that everything is going well. Sorry that it turned down this dark path. This dark path. But we knew we would end up here eventually, right? Extinguish, what kind of spices would you add to your cannibalism soup? Most sanitation methods do not remove bacteria but kill them. You eat a lot of them. Oh god. Imagine how much bacteria is inside of something like that. I gotta be honest, dudes, I don't think we're making it through 3 gameplay reviews today. I think we're gonna have to do maybe just this one. Maybe one more, and then we get to the gameplay, because I don't think we're gonna be playing Overwatch with this whole I just want to see my family. Oh god, this is so good. The screen has been on for 35 minutes. I'm sorry. Look, I don't know how we got here, but it's good for me. Hopefully it's good for you guys too. Imagine Star is at lunch right now. Imagine Star pulls up the chat and she just sees us like going ham about cannibalism soup, right? Depends on the person used. Oh my god, I didn't even consider that different people would call for different spices in the soup. That's genius. Extinguish, you just took this to a whole other level. No tattoos makes it better. I immediately lied. I'm sorry. I didn't know do tattoos in fact make it better? Jay, if you're still here, I'm sorry for what has happened. I'm sorry for this road we've gone down. Like, it's funny to watch people come in and watch the viewership go up, and then a few minutes later it drops back down because they realize what's going on here. He's going to start reviewing, and then we're going to get onto a whole different topic. You know that's what's going to happen, Cell. You're absolutely, you know without a doubt, 100%, that I will be 4 more minutes into this gameplay. There's 3 minutes left. I will be 2.5 minutes into this gameplay, and then before we finish it, we'll be on another side tangent. Okay. So you just used Kitsune Rush. It's hard to even take it seriously now. So you just used Kitsune Rush, but the entire team is pretty much dead. There are no enemies here in front of you. The Cassidy is coming back from the spawn. The Mercy is underneath for some reason, just like hiding. No one even knows that Mercy is here, but you guys are in a 3v5, right? 4v5. Okay, so in this moment, it's going to be difficult for you to win this because you're down your other DPS. Your soldier also has ultimate, so being able to, he's the dog from up. Squirrel. Yo, look, man, we went down a rabbit hole, all right? And inside of the rabbit hole were people. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So your soldier has ultimate. Soup. Like, imagine, okay, this is the end, right? This is the end for real. But imagine on the label, it's like Fallout. If you guys ever played Fallout, right? Inside of Fallout, all of the food is named like weird stuff, where it's got like weird labels on it. So imagine the Campbell's soup, the cannibalism Campbell's soup. Instead, on the label, it doesn't say soup, it has it in quotations. Soup, right? Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Let me go back to making my decadent cakes so he can go back to reviewing. You've seen the Fallout show? Oh my god, the Fallout show was so good. I also played Fallout 4, and that game was amazing. What an insane game. If you guys have not played the Fallout series, I highly recommend picking up Fallout 4. It was ridiculously good. It was so good. The Fallout show follows Fallout 76, and that is... Stop it, Extinguish! Stop calling me out, bro! I know I made it 10 seconds in. We didn't even move the thing forward at all. It didn't go forward 1 second. Stop calling me out, man. You're making me self-conscious about it. I did see the Fallout show. It was amazing. I loved it. And like, and the special, every letter stands for something else, right? Like, sapien, potato, eggplant, cauliflower. Let's see. That's as far as I got. I'm stopping there. Sapien was perfect for the first letter, though, right? That's why it's capitalized. Oh, God, that is so good. So you used Kitsune Rush. And, your soldier is dead, coming back from the spawn. He still has his ultimate, which would really help you guys right now. Ideally, you will be able to get him back. You do have the forward spawn, so that's something that you can count on. He can be back quickly, especially with his movement ability. He can be back quickly. But if you had used Kitsune up here around this corner, you would have gotten it from here, and the fox would have ran all the way down to, like, this truck right here. So you would have gotten, like, this entire lane worth of Kitsune Rush. L stands for lots of people. Oh, God. We gotta figure out what I and A stand for. We got... I'm gonna stop. We'll get back to this. We'll talk about this another time. So, okay, so we moved it forward 1 second. I'm gonna pause it again. Your Moira is inside of her coalescence here, keeping everyone alive for no reason. If Moira had realized that the Mercy was down there, she potentially could have used Coalescence to kill the Mercy, because the Mercy had no one to Guardian Angel to at that moment. So, realistically, she could have gone in there and absolutely obliterated this Mercy. But your Sojourn was able to kill the Venture, which keeps the stagger train going, and to win this, we need to keep everybody staggered. The more stagger we can pull off here, the better it will go for your team as you're moving forward onto this point, because to get it to the end, you basically need a full team wipe, and you have to get it almost all the way to the end. So the stagger is going to be the way to do that. I'm going to take a sip of this Red Bull. Delicious. People juice. Anyway, so the Malga is dead. Your Malga is pushing forward. You're behind him. I think you guys have it set right here to be good. I stands for I can't believe how many people we used. And a huge group. I can't even read it. And a huge group of people were used. And L stands for lots of people. I'm gonna die. You guys are gonna make me laugh up the staples in my lungs. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh. I'm crying. I have tears in my eyes, dude. Special soup. Oh god. Okay.
We just needed a dash of mischief.
So you're keeping... Yeah, we just needed a dash of mischief, right? That was the spice we were missing.
Almost there. We must take the lead.
Yes, you must take the lead. He's going to die from laughing so hard, and then we're going to turn him into soup. Now you guys are holding me hostage. You guys are holding me hostage now. This was good. That was smart of you to fall off the ledge right there. And now you can run up the side right here and be immediately back, right? Like, you can be back in 1 second. Or you can teleport to him. But if you teleport to him, there's the chance that he detonates and hurts you with his sunburst debuff. So, I would be careful about teleporting to him. And if you didn't use your Suzu on the Sojourn, who was like half health earlier, you could have used it on the Malga right here. You're doing your best to keep him alive, but it's just too much damage. He goes down from the headshot from the Cassidy. You did everything you could, really, right there. But again, we ran into that situation where when you teleport to them, it can be dangerous where you end up being. And the Venture was there to put the drill directly into your face. We see that the Malga on the enemy team also pushing forward. You guys were so close to getting the lead there. I think we just leave. Your team should leave. They're down to 2 people. It's now a 2v5. Moira knows it's time. Excuse me, Sojourn knows it's time to leave. Hopefully she gets out of there. The soldier is just gonna have to die again. Soup for the soup gods. Bro, look at how close that Cassidy was to dying, to losing that duel with the Sojourn. Your soldier was able to follow up. Hopefully he leaves at this moment. And he does. This is good. I kept using it when I should have waited. Yeah, it takes practice to learn when to teleport. The teleport is one of the best abilities in the entire game because it goes through walls. Soldier, why are you still here, bro? Soldier, you can't 1v5 them. You can't. It doesn't matter how good your shot is. You need to leave and go back to the team. Are you back? I think you're alive now. You are back. All right, so you're coming this way. You're waving to the soldier who is inevitably going to die. But that's good. That's what he gets, dude. Fuel for the soup gods. You run up this. Run up this around to the other side, right? And then you're good. You don't have to walk around. Okay. Yep, you're throwing out the kunai. This is good. You're gonna use Suzu in this moment, but if you had been focusing on the heal bot right now, then this would be the moment where you would gain a lot of value from that and you'd keep your Suzu off cooldown. You could throw like 1 or 2 kunai, but no one's really close to dying. So go for the value headshot and then go back to immediately go back to heal botting. He kept doing this. Yeah, like, he deserves to die if he's gonna stay there and try and fight the enemy team. Like, 5 people. Like, he can't live through that. I knew you were about to use that Suzu. Hopefully you don't come into a situation in the next 15 seconds where you need it. Your Sojourn goes down. It is what it is. We know we need to stay on the robot right now. This is good. This is what I would have done as well. Any amount of damage you can put on this Mercy will help you. We don't want to go too hard for it. We don't want to overcommit, but we need our robot moving forward because you only have 1:45 to get the checkpoint. Otherwise, you're going to lose this game. He's using cardiac overdrive again. This is good because he can heal himself. You try to get the headshot. You're really good at throwing one and then going back to it, right? You're good at, like, not overcommitting to the aggression, which I think is going to save you in the long run. You are on fire because you're doing the right things. Oh no. You hit the Suzu on yourself and you saved yourself from the damage of the Venture. But if you'd have waited 1 second, you would not have been there with the Venture. You can actually, if we back up a few seconds, you can actually see before you teleport there, the Venture moving in that direction, right? You can see the ground broken. I don't think you saw the land shark before you teleported, but you could have saved yourself without using the Suzu by just waiting 1 more second. And we're back here, but we're in a 4v5 again. Soldier dead again. Feels bad for him. It feels like your Malga has cardiac overdrive so much. Alright, so so he used cage fight, right? On nobody. Look at his cage fight got 0 people. Even Venture is out of the cage fight. And he has to stay. Like, it's not like he can break this or pick it back up. He can't cancel his ult, so he's stuck in this position.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
That was the right place that time. Sorry, I had to burp. So, that was the right place to have used it in that moment. You stay in the Kitsune to get the additional healing. You don't want to be in front of the tank. He's bigger than you. Let him soak the hits. You can do exactly what you're doing, but from behind him. Malga is probably using overdrive on cooldown, and that's not great behavior. It definitely isn't. But that being said, he is getting a lot of value out of it. Don't commit too hard. You could have just walked up the wall. Oh, you want it so bad. You're so hungry for it. But you heard tactical visor activated. You were able to follow up on those kills. That's really good. Just run up the wall. You teleport up there, and then you fell down. There it goes. There it goes. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold the jump button all the way up. It'll only let you do 1 wall at a time, and then you have to land before you can do it again. Oh, are you about to get the lead? Fuck yeah, dude. We got the lead, baby. All right, it's time. At this moment, you don't have to push it anymore. Yes, you're very close to the end. But if they get in here and they get crazy, remember that you can just die and make it so that they don't push it farther than you. You only have to win one team fight now. You gotta remember to reload your kunai, right? This is good. Your Moira is absolutely clutch for killing that Venture. That Venture could have killed all of you during their ultimate, so that's not what I wanted to do. I just need to back it up here. The robot needed cleansing there, apparently. It does happen. Sometimes you throw it and something gets in the way of your Suzu. So this is the moment, and you're about to hear excavation initiation. Your soldier popping off, dude. Absolutely obliterates the enemy team, kills their tank, kills their support, kills their healing pylon. Your soldier is solid. And then you push it to the end. I have very little, like, negative things to say about this gameplay. You need to remember your wall run a little bit, because your wall run is incredibly useful. There are times where you could have wall ran and saved yourself the cooldown of your teleport, because you want to save that in case you need to get away in a pinch, right? So you want to have that off cooldown as much as possible, and you do need to be careful when you run up the wall. Things like this will stop your wall run, and in that 1 second that you stopped, you could lose a teammate. So you need to kind of use it to the side of this, and then you can run up the wall without being hindered. So you got to be conscious of when you do use it, that there isn't something above you that will stop you. And then you want to have more trigger discipline with your Suzu, so that you save it for the times when you really need it. But it's hard to say when, right? Because it's hard to predict. Like, it looks like you need it right now, so you use it, right? And then a few seconds later, you're like, damn, I wish I had Suzu for this moment. But it's hard to know when that's going to happen. So, like over time, you'll get better at remembering to, like, wait a second. You'll think to use it, and then you'll be like, we'll take this Ofuda just in case. What if I don't need to use it right here? And then the situation will come up, and you'll be like, I absolutely need to use it right here. And that will be the time when, like, when you start feeling like that, and your muscle memory kicks in, that'll be the time when you absolutely know, like, all right, I'm locked in on this character. Like, I know what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is, don't get too hungry for the kills. Make sure your tank is in front of you. You can shoot your kunai right through him. You can actually use him to completely block all of your damage, and you can throw kunai right through his body. So if you're aimed at head level already, which again with Kiriko, because she's a little bit short, you just aim up a little bit. For most of the, like, level ground across the game, that's how you get to the headshot position. And then you strafe left and right and throw kunais through the tank's body. And then, like, the thing that you were doing was getting up in their face a lot. Your kunai will work from range, and you will learn the travel time a little bit better as you throw it from farther away. You did really good in this gameplay. There's only one time where you misused the Kitsune Rush, and aside from that, you did awesome. This was a really good gameplay. Coffee, are you still here? Out of curiosity, Coffee, you still with us? Or did you leave during Human Soup? The great Human Soup debate. Because I still have Coffee's gameplay that I was supposed to review today as well. And then I have Flo's as well. I'm gonna go ahead, Flo, I'm gonna save yours. And I'm gonna put it down in the Overwatch gameplay reviews section. That way I don't lose it. Actually, I'll just send it to myself. That way I don't lose it, and we'll save yours for tomorrow so that I have one to do. Hopefully, tomorrow, we will be able to get Spicy One to send in a different gameplay, and that way we don't have to worry about missing out on his, because I felt bad that we weren't able to do his, but it expired, so, like, what else can I do, you know what I mean? Alright, we got Dorado here, because I do want to play some Overwatch with you guys here before this show is over. No stress, like I said, not the most interesting one. I bet you it's awesome. I bet you it's low-key awesome, and in that you probably get, like, you probably get a 6-man kill, which is impossible, and then you're just being modest. Alright, so, you're playing Mercy in this gameplay, Coffee.
No nonsense. We do this.
What if I do, like, do you guys think I should cut out the soup? I turned them into soup. This is gonna be, we're making merch out of this. We're making merch out of the soup. I'm telling you guys right now, I will have merch available in some form or another for you guys to enjoy the soup thing, the soup discussion. For those of you who were here, you will love whatever merch comes out of it. And that way we can all have it. Coffee soup. I mean, I kind of like coffee. Kind of is soup, right? Like what? I think we need to do not cut out the soup debacle. All right, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it, and that's gonna be that. It's gonna be what it is, right? Maybe I'll clip out just that one portion. Like maybe I'll clip out just that one portion and turn it into a video. And then in that way, people will get to enjoy the soup debacle as well. And I'll title the video like what Overwatch character would be most likely to commit cannibalism or something to that extent, right? What Overwatch character was voted most likely to cannibalize in high school? Me too. I'll wear it too. That would be hilarious. I think we would all get in on that. I'll make Extinguish wear it too. I know he'll wear it. That's my brother. I'll force him to wear it. I'll be like, bro, you have to wear this. He's a firefighter in real life. He's a real life hero. He's my hero. If I had a person in my life that was a hero, like an actual hero, this man is an actual hero. He has saved real lives. He has gone into countless burning buildings, saved people, cut people out of cars and car crashes where they were stuck. Like, he is a genuine real life hero. And me, I talk about making people into soup on the internet, right? So we are not at all the same. Like, he is 100% a better guy than I am, and I'm gonna force him to wear his human soup shirt to the firehouse. So we're doing a dance here on the roof. This is fine. You're in the right position. Can I go back into first person? Oh, you're emoting. That's why. Okay, I'm back. Internet dropped out on me. Extinguish, I was just talking about how you're my real life hero and how you actually save lives for a living. And I'm going to force you to wear the human soup merch to your job at the firehouse. A cup that says, I survived the soup debacle of 24. How about a cup that says human soup? Right? Like a mug that says human soup. I know exactly what it's going to be. I know exactly what it's going to be, but I'm going to save it for you. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I am going to write it down so I don't forget. I am going to write it down. Hang on. I have a notepad next to my desk for ideas. And I have pens in front of my keyboard for just such a moment. Okay. Alright. I got the idea saved. We're good. I'll make something out of this later. And it will be awesome. Says, I'm just doing my job, no hero, and I'm totally down to wear it. This is the reason why you are a hero is because you are just doing your job. I was saying that, we aren't the same because you're a real life hero, and I talk about making people into soup on the internet, right? This is the difference between you and me. You're a genuinely good person, and I am a, low-key degenerate, who does this, right? This is my claim to fame, dude. You save people's lives, I make them into soup. Figuratively, not real soup. Alright, so you're doing the emote here. On your team, we're 7 seconds until the doors open, so I'm just gonna make sure nobody does anything stupid. Is everyone here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is your soldier is running from the spawn at the start of the game, which is not great, right? But you do have a sojourn, so that's good. I don't know why they're allergic to the high ground position, but they should be up here. When you start on Dorado, this is where you start. The hit scan players all start up here or over on this side, but right here is the main spot so that you can get the door, you can get the stairwell, and then when the block gets hot, you go over here and you turn around and you fight them from this direction instead, right? And then after that, you run down here and etc., etc. That's how it goes. Corner to lane to corner to lane, etc., etc., all throughout the map. Your Orisa is in the right place. You are in the right place, Coffee, and we're gonna go ahead and put this on you. We're doing the emote. You got the blue beam on the sojourn. This is great. They can't see you at all. In this moment, you need to just pay attention to your side angle, right? Because where you're standing right here, you are crouching. So I don't think they can see you. I just want to get lined up with you just get lined up with you. Okay, so they can't see you at all. I would just make sure that you're listening for footsteps to your side, because there's a good chance that somebody will jump on you. Your Sojourn dead immediately to the alpha strike of the enemy and got sniped by the Widowmaker. You did amazing with that res. You caught them from around the corner in basically complete safety. But we used the res, and immediately 1 moment later, our Moira dies. So, arguably, Moira a more important person than the Sojourn. That being said, you know, at least it's still a 4v5, so you're good. You're using your movement to get up into high ground, I hope. At the very least, you're getting out of the way, which is great. You love to see it. You got the blue beam on the soldier right now. We're going to be looking at it from this top-down perspective. You are getting out of the way of the enemy team, although I feel like you are out in the open just a little bit here. I think you could do most of what you're doing from behind this car and keep everyone line of sighted, right? And then you just jiggle peek to put the beam on people, and then that way you don't take any damage. You are full health, though, so there's that. You use the GA, and then you stall backwards. That's good. You got the heal on the Orisa, getting her back into armor health. This is great. You are taking damage, though. And again, like, if you were behind the car, I think you could have avoided all of that. Orisa has gone underneath right now, so your tank is likely dead. And, like, if you go out here to save her, you are also likely dead. Being saved by a man wearing a human soup shirt. I didn't see that at first, but the irony of that is so goddamn funny. Can you imagine? Alright, so, do you go save her? I hope you don't. It's not your fault that Orisa ran all the way to their spawn. It is your fault that the Moira died, though. So that's not great, huh? But you got the res for her, so that's good. We're good, we evened it up. You can't, yeah, exactly. You can't save Orisa. She went too deep, that's not your fault. We leave at that moment. We're not trying to get ourselves turned into soup.
I need you at peak performance. Who needs healing? I require assistance.
This is good. You're doing everything right here. I have zero complaints about your gameplay at this moment. Doing everything correct. You're charging up your Coalescence really, or your Valkyrie really well here. I would just pop Valk. I would just pop Valk immediately, because the more output you have in this moment, the more likely it is that you guys will be able to stall. Normally, when you lose one on this point, you lose the entire point. But I think in this moment, with your tank coming back and you having ultimate, they also have ult, but, like, I think you should be safe to pop this and sustain for a pretty long team fight here. And you do pop it, you hear the footsteps of the Cassidy to your side, so you know you need to get up and out of the way. You're using your fast movement to get out of there. Cassidy can't be on you, and he, like, with the amount of healing that you're putting out as well, he can't even kill you, really, from this distance, so there's really nothing that can be done about him. You're gonna pull out the blaster, and, unfortunately, you lost your soldier in that moment. But you did get some damage on the Cassidy, you showed your teeth, forced him backwards, which is good. That's smart on your part. Again, you have held the entire point based off of that one ultimate. You know, though, that, like, because they haven't used any ults, they're gonna come back and ultimate you into oblivion. They're gonna silly time you into oblivion to take this point. Very unlikely that you are able to keep them off. You tried to get the beam onto her, but it just kept attaching to the Orisa. It is what it is. You use your movement to get to the high ground here. This is good. You know that the Moira can keep this soldier alive. Whether she will or not is another story. It looks like she is, so that's good. That's not what I wanted. There we go. You got the beam on the Orisa. We need to keep her up. We need to get her into armor health if possible, which will be a lot easier with the help of your Moira. You're taking a little bit of damage, but you didn't die to the Orisa ultimate, so that's good. You got your Orisa uses her ult. You use the blue beam on her at that moment. You are such a good Mercy. You are such a good Mercy. Every play that you have made is correct, basically, up to this point.
Tactical visor activated.
Yep, and then we blue beam the soldier during the tac visor, right? Awesome, we're supporting him to make sure that he gets saved. You got High Noon behind you. He's going to follow up and kill you. There's nothing you can do about that. The Cassidy is right up inside of your hip. Where is Cassidy? Never mind. He didn't see you. You may get away with this if you back up. I cannot believe that he didn't get you. With the help of the Orisa, got destabilized, and because he got moved around there, it was a lot easier for you to survive. You had 13 hit points, though. What a pants shitter of a moment, right? It's time to leave. It was a good hold. We're not going to hold any longer. But the enemy team, they picked Zarya to counter this horse, and the horse is actually kind of a pretty good counter to Zarya. So, like, potentially, you guys might still be able to hold this and get one more tank wipe. Like, you would think, right, that that Zarya would counter Orisa pretty well. But in reality, Orisa can just back up and shoot Zarya from farther away. You saw the bullet whiz by your head, so you know that the Widowmaker is here. You know she could see you based on her ultimate going off, and you can see that the tank has gone too deep again. Right now, you need to make a choice, right? Right now, you need to make a choice. Do I go and heal the tank, or do I go and keep the soldier alive? So you heal the tank, this is good. The soldier has a health pack in there, so he should be fine. You are up in the air, though, with a Cassidy on the enemy team and a Widow, so it's going to be scary for you if things go wrong. You hear the Cassidy is behind you. You just want to make sure that you are not the focus of his attention, and your team starts popping off. We got the Mercy down, we got the cast down. With the help of your chain heal and your chain damage, we are able to get the tank down as well. You guys are full holding them right now. They only have 21 seconds. Gonna be incredibly difficult for them to come back, but based on the length of the video, we know that they do. We don't want to ego duel the Widow, right? If we start ego dueling the Widow, there's a good chance we die. And by we, I mean your two hit scan players. You're trying to get out of the way here. You hear that they have a Lucio now. That free AoE healing may be the thing that keeps your team from being able to full hold them. The Coalescence is going out. You're doing everything right here. Flying up in the sky, staying elusive, not putting yourself in a place where the Zarya can kill you. Right here. I saw him come down, but I don't know that you did. I saw him come down the steps, and I thought you were going to fall down and break line of sight with him, but I think in this moment the Cassidy kills you. And he does. That's okay. You did everything right up to this moment. It was like 5 straight minutes of a great hold on your part. Amazing. You stopped them so close. So close to their spawn. They barely had a chance to do anything. That was nuts. You also had a pretty good Orisa, which is very helpful. Bro, they only pushed it 62 meters. How sad is that? Now back it up. Bang. Put it on you. Your team swapped off of Sojourn and onto Venture, which in my opinion is a chump move to have done on this point. Because Venture has such close damage with their primary fire that it's going to be very difficult for them to attack the people on the high ground positions like their Cassidy. That being said, they also have a Venture now, so potentially they just have like a drill versus drill fight. But with the swap over to Diva, we can expect a lot of high ground positioning to be happening. I don't think Venture was a good call here. They also have a Brig now, and Brig can be a difficult character to deal with depending on where she's playing, but who is there to brawl with Brig except for Venture? So, like, to get value, this Brig has to put herself into melee range, but who is there to melee with her? Like, kind of no one, right? Got the Venture here on the side. You're gonna use your GA to get up onto the high ground. That's awesome. It's exactly what you should have done. Yep, and you're keeping your team alive. Just making sure that you don't have line of sight to the Cassidy, right? Cassidy can see you from where you're standing, so what you need to do, he can see you from here, but if you crouch, blocks him off entirely, you know what I mean? So right now, just crouch down. And you don't get a chance to. In this moment, when you're this low, just walk back into the spawn. You can walk back into the spawn, you'll regen all of your hit points pretty much instantly, and then you just walk back out. But you catch the heal from the Moira, that's good. Your team's staying alive, this is good as well. No kills on your team's part yet. You are probably dead. Okay, you got away from the drill. They stopped fighting you. Like, they could have killed you very easily. The drill combo, if Venture uses all of their cooldowns on somebody, it pretty much instantly deletes them. So, even after the buff, or the nerf, I mean, that happened in this most recent patch, they have to follow up with the melee, but they pretty much instantly delete anybody they commit fully to. You're waiting for the moment. You go for the res because he's about to respawn anyway. So you figure, you know what, why not? I think that was a good call. Got to keep him alive, though, to make sure he gets value. Your tank also needs to be kept alive, so hopefully your Moira is on that. You tried to save her, but you just couldn't. It's time to back up, right? Yep, and you're backing up. You're conceding ground here because they have won that fight. And we're looking for our next pick. It's a 4v4, but with your tank down, you are in the L territory. Okay? With their Moira coming out using Cole, you know that you can just heal your team up through it. As long as you don't take too much additional damage, the Coalescence not really going to be that big of a deal. With your tank up in front, I would damage boost the tank right now. Because the Orisa needs to create space for you guys. And so by doing the damage boost onto the tank, you enable her to, because she can fire forever, pretty much, without having to reload, you enable her to create a little bit of extra space, forcing them back around the corner. But the soldier can also work. That was good. You line of sighted the Diva Bomb. Unfortunately, the tank was not able to. I think now we just wait, right? You see that the Moira is very low on your team right now. So you give her the healing beam. This is awesome. Doing great. As soon as the tank comes out, you pop Valk. You still have 2 full minutes here. As soon as you guys get a pick, I think you win this. And you did exactly what I said. As soon as the tank comes out, you pop Valk. That's great. You got the blue beam on him. Awesome. This is it. This is the moment where you take it. The Tac Visor gets the Moira. The Orisa gets the Brig, and the Coalescence on your side gets the Soldier, or the Venture even. You are done. Their team is done. You have won this game. You silly timed them into oblivion before they had ultimates. You win. Congratulations. Yeah, they can't even get back from the spawn in time. And you went for it. That is, like, you're a G for that one, honestly. That, like, you could have died very easily. That could have been the end of you. You know that. He threw the Hinder Grenade, but he died so quickly that it canceled his Hinder Grenade before it even came out of his hand. What a G move. He had no hit points left, so what's he gonna do about it, right? And they can't get back in time to contest you. You win. Congratulations. Coffee, you did basically everything right in this gameplay. And the only time when you could have done something differently is when, like, you were in line of sight with the Cassidy and you didn't quite know. But, like, that could happen to anyone, right? Like, that is such an easy mistake to make. It legitimately could have happened to any person. So I think in this gameplay, like, the only thing that you could have done better, other than staying out of his line of sight, the Cassidy specifically, is that when the soldier went down, immediately after you res soldier, your Moira went down. So, like, you were far away from the spawn at that moment, though. So it's like, do you res the soldier, or do you res, like, or do you wait to see if somebody else dies? And you res the soldier. I think I would have waited to see if the tank or Moira went down. That is the only thing that I can really critique here. Every other bit of this was perfectly done. Masterfully played Mercy gameplay. And your res, the res that you did get from around the corner, was so close. You hugged the corner so hard that they never had a chance to even put a single point of damage on you. Incredible. Really good. Fabulous Mercy skills. She was amazing. She did incredible in this gameplay. And that concludes the gameplay portion of today's show, or the review portion of today's show. So we have made it to the let's hang out and play Overwatch portion. So if you guys would like to come and play some Overwatch with me, I would be happy to pull you in and we can get some games going. Ideally, we'll be able to do better than yesterday because that was dumpster fire. And I would like to see it turn out better for us this time around. I think that we have it. Soup. Exactly. Soup, bro. Like, it was, yesterday we got turned into soup. Today, I plan to turn others into soup, and that way we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about losing so many times. Spud is on. I'm gonna go ahead and invite you. Cell's gonna hop on. Alright, Cell, you let me know when you are ready to roll. I'm gonna look at the store real quick. We got the Lubu skin for Reaper. I don't know what this is in reference to. A Chinese New Year? It's got to be a Chinese New Year type event. The skin itself is pretty cool. I like the thing that's going on with the smoke on the end of the feathers. Not exactly sure why the feathers turn into smoke, but I think it's cool. I found out my mouse was actually broken after we all played yesterday. It just lags in and out. Oh no. What kind of mouse do you have? I highly recommend the Logitech G502. That is the mouse that I've used for like, I don't know, 5 years or something like that. I've used it for so long. The G502 is such a baller mouse. It's got buttons on the side that you can use. You can program to different things. I have my jump on one of those buttons. I have my abilities on those buttons. I also have reload on those buttons so that my fingers on the keyboard are constantly on like movement, and that way I never have to take my fingers off the movement keys. I can do everything else in the entire game, including melee, without having to take my fingers off the movement keys. So my boyfriend bought me a new mouse and it arrives tomorrow, so if I don't do well, it's because of my mouse. Carried so hard it couldn't take the load. Yo, you turned your mouse into soup. That's what happened. Turned it into mouse soup. I have to get new headphones for my Xbox. Yo, Extinguish, I don't know what headset is good for an Xbox. I'm sorry, I can't make a recommendation, but I can Google it real quick. Let's see. Extinguish, what's your budget look like? Because we got, I'm gonna drop you this one. This would be the most expensive one. Actually, I'm gonna drop you the one that is, like, less expensive, but has ridiculously high reviews. We got a $75 one from HyperX here. Extinguish, this is one. Bang. That's one of them. And then, in addition to that, I'm gonna go back. And we got this one, which is a little bit more expensive, but incredibly high rated as well. So these are two headsets for you, Extinguish, at two different price points. One at $75.99 and one at $159.99. And both of them have 4.5 star reviews, like almost 5-star reviews, with like 2,000 plus reviews each. So you know that these things are pretty solid. So depending on which what your price point is, that should work for you. I just bought a $30 one from JB. What's a JB? You good? I'm just pissed about it. Did you take your headset off too aggressively? Did you smash your headset into the ground, Extinguish, when you lost a game? Is that what happened? Did you go back to the old days of playing and you got pissed and you just obliterated it on the floor? Pretty good, and it's pink. You can't go wrong with pink, right? I'm a dude, so I don't really like pink too much, but it is a pretty color. JB Hi-Fi, it's a tech store here. We lost our good tech store, which was Radio Shack. I don't know if you guys had Radio Shacks, but they went out of business years ago. And like 5-6 years ago, maybe 10 years ago now, depending on how I perceive time. The Radio Shack was where I used to buy everything. Now we only have Best Buy. So now when we need electronics, we only have one thing. Best Buy kind of monopolized the industry here. So that's pretty much it. Like, we have Best Buy or we buy it online, like from Amazon. I actually sat on my headset, just glued it back together. Flo, that is my biggest fear, because I have an Astro headset with like the mix amp and shit. I paid like $250 for this thing, and I sat on it one time, and thankfully it's fine, but I am so terrified of anything happening to it. I treat my electronics like children. I'm so ginger with them. I treat them so delicately, right? Except my mouse. My mouse and my keyboard are low-key kind of disgusting. Like, I got a new mouse last summer. Thankfully, thank you to Ron the Tear Hog, actually, a viewer who bought me my my mouse that I bought last summer. He sent me a bunch of money to get some RAM for the PC and to get a new mouse, and I want to, I'm still extremely grateful for that. Ron, if you're watching this on the replay, thanks, dude. I love you, man. Thank you so much for that. But I got a new mouse, and this shit is gross, a little bit gross. I'm not gonna lie. And my keyboard, also gross. But the problem is I've used them for so long that my fingers know where the buttons are. I'm afraid to buy something else. Because if I buy something else, then I won't have muscle memory anymore, you know, to lean back on. I know, I bet you did, Extinguish. I bet you did smash it. You got mad at a game and you were like, fuck this headset. Wha-pow! And then pieces of it flew up everywhere and you were like, and there goes $75. It's funny, everything else of mine is black, but I fell in love with the pink headset. PS4, desk mat, laptop, monitor stand, all black, then one pink headset. You gotta have the splash of color, right? Just a splash. I think that's a good one. A good one to choose, the headset itself. The controllers are also a good one to use. You can make them cool colors. You guys, wait, if I ever make a controller, what controls should you use video? You guys are gonna be, like, I guarantee that you do not have your controller set up the way that I would tell you to set up a controller. Like your buttons. Wild to think about, but, I played competitive shooters on controller for many years, so. It's a SteelSeries 1 and no pieces, but definitely stopped working and turning on. That feels bad, man. I love SteelSeries. I gotta focus up. I'm putting damage in on this Lucio, trying to get him down. I see the Widowmaker is above me, so I'm gonna grab that headshot on the Widowmaker. Just gonna out-snipe that Widow real quick here. I'm gonna put this damage in on the Venture, get myself back here, backing up slightly, put the Disruptor shot in on the Lucio. We're gonna boop the Lucio off the map, but he didn't die, unfortunately. He's just gonna come around from the side and try and get the boop on us again when we move forward here. There he is, he's still alive. I'm gonna have to put this Lucio into the dirt so that he knows that he can't fuck with me the way he fucks with other people. We're gonna keep pushing this forward. I'm charging up the railgun. I'm waiting for the Lucio to come back because as soon as I see his little ass, I'm gonna headshot him with this rail. And he's down. We're good. I'm charging up the railgun on the Ramatra shield here. Gonna go ahead and push forward using the payload as a piece of cover. I am low health, so I'm gonna press Q, and I'm gonna hope that my team is with me. And if they're not, then that's okay. I'm just gonna hope, right? I'm gonna hope for the best here. I hear them say come here for healing, but if I do that, then I'm gonna have to leave the payload here. So I'm just gonna back up slightly. I did get a heal here from the Ana, so I'm gonna go ahead and back off. I have the Ramatra shield in front of me, just keeping my railgun charged. Gonna go ahead and reload here. Gonna get the headshot up on this Lucio, and I put the big damage on him. Gonna slide back out of the way and up onto the high ground position, out of the line of sight of the Ramatra while he is using his ultimate so that I don't die. I need my team to drop a heal on me, but I don't know that they see that I am low health here, so I'm waiting for my health to come back. Right, and now I'm gonna have to, alright, so I got life gripped over to the Life Weaver, thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump up onto this high ground position, put the Disruptor shot up there, force them out of the way here, and I need another heal. The Lucio is targeting me pretty hard, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and charge up the railgun. I'm charging up the rail. I know that the Widowmaker is above me, so I'm gonna give her the hello. I'm gonna pick up this health pack on my way by. Just gonna go ahead and slide out of the way here. I'm gonna put the Disruptor shot through the doorway in case the Sojourn wants to come through, and they did, but then they thought better of it. Lucio is still on the side here. Just gonna go ahead and pick him off. Gonna go ahead and pop my ultimate now. Gonna go ahead and grab these guys off the pedal. That's two. And now we have the Ramatra still alive here. I still have my full railgun shot, so I'm just going to put a little bit of damage into him, and that is the .1. I doubt that they will be able to keep pushing it, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and get 3 on the payload so that we can push it as fast as possible. We need to get to the point as quickly as I can. We know that the Lucio is over on the side here. I'm just going to get out of the way of the Sojourn. We already have the checkpoint, so it doesn't matter if we die. If we die, then we just spawn here anyway, so not really a big deal at all. Again, putting the damage in on this Lucio, waiting for my Disruptor shot to come off cooldown. We're going to use the Disruptor shot on the payload here so that the Lucio can't just stay here forever and ever. We're going to slide up and out of the way, putting the damage in on the Sojourn, who has taken the flank angle on us. We're waiting for our movement ability so that I can get up onto the high ground position. We know that the Sojourn's still on the flank angle here, so I'm going to surprise them and just be on their flank. What's up? What's up, dude? What happened? I thought you were on the flank. Putting the Disruptor shot down there on the Lucio. Going to go ahead and get him down. We're going to keep the payload pushing forward. I'm going to use it as a piece of cover here. We are moving forward. We're moving forward. keeping my eyes on the high ground position, making sure that nobody comes through that doorway. We're moving forward. We got 3 on payload to push it around this corner. We know that the Pharah is up here taking damage, so I'm going to wait a second, and then I'm going to engage with them. I know where they're going to be. I see that the Widowmaker is over here. We know that the Ramatra is on me, so I'm going to back up and out of the way here. We got the Ramatra using ultimate. I'm just going to back up and out of his ultimate space, and that way he can't get any value out of it. Unfortunately, we're not able to do much else here, but I can just keep putting the damage in. I'm going to use the Lifeweaver's Petal to lift myself up into the sky. This is very funny for me, and I'm able to put this damage in for free kind of up here, and I'm putting the damage in here. We see that they have an Echo now, which I would assume is going to be who the Widowmaker swapped to, because they were wholly ineffective at their job of being Widow. We know that they have the tree up, so it's going to be difficult for us to move forward here. I'm just going to put the damage in on this Lucio. Going to kill the tree, charging up my railgun, charging up my rail, charging up my rail. I have the full railgun here. We're just going to put it into the Sojourn. Unfortunately, I didn't get any follow-up. They took them down to 1 hit point, but I wasn't able to get the kill on them. Putting the Disruptor shot on the front of the payload there so that I can ward them off of the payload. We have the Lucio is coming by. Unfortunately, I missed on the rail. Just going to charge it up on the tank then. Charging up on the tank, getting out of the way so that I don't take too much damage from him. Waiting for the Disruptor shot to come off cooldown. Now we've got the Lucio down. We're going to put the Disruptor shot back there on the enemy team. Again, we're just charging up. Gonna wait for my heal here. We have the Echo is on my side. Maybe on the high ground, potentially. I'm not sure. There she is. I knew I heard your little ass. And now I'm going to go ahead. I'm pushing forward here using the payload as a piece of cover. I'm going to drop the Disruptor shot there. We have the overclock is up, so I'm going to use that. As soon as I see the Lucio, I'm just going to get up and out of the way here. Got the Lucio down, and the Ramatra's field is pulling me down, but that's okay. I was able to get a little bit of damage out onto him, and we're going to go ahead and just kill the Ramatra through all of the healing of the enemy team because we have the DPS passive. We're going to be extremely aggressive with them as we push this around to the second checkpoint. Going to use my movement ability to get up and into the high ground position, take the side angle here, use the Disruptor shot as it comes off cooldown to make sure that they don't get to move forward. Now that I'm stuck, I'm going to slide backwards using my movement ability to get forward. We're going to put the Disruptor shot above, and she's going to eat it, unfortunately, but she is out of mech, which means that she is like 1 second from being dead here. Got the heavy damage up on this Lucio, and I'm gonna go ahead, and I missed my slide there, so I might die in this moment. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Disruptor shot there. We're gonna slide all the way backwards, sliding all the way out of this fight here so that I don't die. I don't want to be killed here, so I'm just gonna keep backing up. We gotta make space for the enemy team. Space for the enemy team while they use all of their ultimates. We have our Diva still is out there, so I'm going to try and cover her escape here. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to, but I can put the Disruptor shot on them. I know that the enemy team sees me, so I can't be in this angle for too long, but I'm trying to keep our Diva alive. And we're able to put in some heavy damage out onto their tank. Just going to jump up and out of the way. We have the Lucio ultimate is going out here, so that's going to ward them off for a second. I'm going to go ahead and slide all the way out, sliding all the way out, jumping up onto this high ground position so that I force the Ramatra to go into a stupid-ass place if he wants to chase me. Going to use my health pack and my time in between to make sure that I stay alive here. We have the Ramatra field in front of me, so I have to be careful about where I go. I'm going to go ahead and push forward, using my Disruptor shot forward onto the payload here, and going to charge up a bunch of ultimate from them. And then we're going to go ahead and kill this Lucio, right? And then we're going to put the damage in on this Ramatra. Again, charging up the ultimate, sliding out of the way. So I have the enemy team standing in front of the tree, and I have to be very careful about what I do next. So I'm using my ultimate to put in pressure on them, just applying a ton of pressure. And again, with the amount of damage that we're putting out, it's going to be too much for the Echo to be able to stop the damage there. Again, we're just going to back up while I wait for a heal from my team. See, the soldier is on the flank angle here, so I'm going to charge up my railgun, and I'm going to get ready to put the damage in on him. I'm going to put the Disruptor shot on the Ramatra shield. Going to go ahead and kill that Lucio. Going to press Q so that I get a heal from my team. Just going to go ahead and press Q one more time, and hopefully I can get this heal here. And we're going to go ahead and kill this soldier. And unfortunately, I was not able to kill this soldier. That's going to be my first death here on Rialto. That's okay. It's tough, man. The Ramatra's holding pretty good. The Lucio's putting out a lot of healing. I'm putting out a lot of damage as well. We're doing really good, though. Doing really well. Gonna go ahead and push forward here. Gonna try and save our soldier from his inevitable doom if he stays over there. Hopefully he doesn't get killed, and he was able to get out. That's good. I need to make sure that I don't die here. I need to kill some more of their team and target their squishies, putting my damage in from far away here. But the Ramatra is body blocking the people that I want to kill. I'm about to have my, gonna press Q and slide out of the way. Thank you. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the disruptor shot on the enemy team here. Just gonna put it in front of them, and they are charging up my railgun here pretty effectively. The ram will be out of block here in just a second. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and use my damage on the Echo, who I know is over on the side. And unfortunately, I'm not able to do much to them right now. Just going to go ahead and back up and out of the way of the soldier. Just charging up my railgun here. Going to go drop down, grab the health pack, slide myself out of the way. And my team needs to regroup here, but I'm 95% to my ultimate. It's getting very scary for my team. They're going to get aggressive here as they have the advantage, and we wait for people to come out. Again, I'm charging up my rail here, charging up my overclock, and we have the tank is on top of the high ground position. I'm going to give the Mercy somebody to run to. We're going to wait for the tank to be done with his little walking around thing, and then we're going to try and push forward. We need to get over to the payload. We got to contest. Okay, this is good.
This ends now.
Got the Lucio still on it here. Just gonna go ahead and shoot this Lucio with the railgun. He's one hit. We're good. We're moving it into overtime here. Got that team kill to move it forward. We're good. We're pushing in. Okay, they're gonna be coming around this corner, so I've got my disruptor shot ready. We hear our Bastion is utilizing his ultimate here, and we're going to put the damage in on their team where they come from. Going to, this is a very dangerous place for me to be. I need a heal before I can go forward. Just gonna put my railgun shot into their Ramatra, forcing him to die, and forcing the enemy team away from the payload here. I'm gonna use my burst damage here to get everybody off of the payload. Just gonna use it on the Lucio, gonna get him down. Gonna get the Echo down as well. We're gonna push forward onto this soldier. We're gonna put the burst damage in on the soldier, putting that heavy damage in on the Lifeweaver. Getting ready to use our disruptor shot, charging the railgun on the Ramatra shield. Right now, we are pushing the disruptor shot into where they are standing to hopefully get the overclock a little bit faster. If I can get one more overclock in this gameplay, we likely win. Again, I'm just going to try and get over to it. I'm going to press Q and hope for the best. Hopefully I can get a heal here, but I think both of my support players are down. Going to put the disruptor shot on the payload here, and again, it's going to be very difficult for me to get everybody, but I need to get this Lucio down here. The Lucio has used his ultimate, which is great for me, because that means that if I do in fact live, I can get the damage in for the overclock, and I can be incredibly effective with it. Ah, that's my moment. That was my moment, dude. I needed it at that moment. It is what it is. That was only my second death that game. I tried really hard. This was incredibly hard fought on our team. They're still fighting. I'm not sure that I'll be able to get to them in time, but I'm certainly going to try. Waiting for my moment. I'm going to use my movement ability again here. Our Diva is out of mech. Our Diva's out of mech. The Ramatra is full health here. They're using all of their ultimates, and unfortunately we got pushed off the point. What a game, dude. What a game. Holy shit. Well played on the enemy team's part. Insane game. That's a 27-2. Oh, what's up, baby? Here on Rialto. Unfortunately, I just didn't quite get it at the end there. I needed that Lucio ultimate just a little bit sooner, and I didn't quite get it.
Headshot. That's two.
We were in there, baby. Holy shit. What a game, dude. We tried so hard. If I had gotten the Lucio ultimate, if I'd have lived long enough to have gotten that, I would have been able to eliminate their entire team. That was a very, very coordinated, good team that we were playing against as well. So that also makes a big difference. I'm going to give it to Flo. I'm going to give it to Spud. Because you guys deserve it. You are the real MVPs. Speaking of MVPs, I'm going to go turn the air conditioner on. Be right back. The MVA, exactly, yeah, the MVA. Cell, I'm pulling you in. There you are. Cell, I'm pulling you in. Thanks for, coming to hang out with us. Sorry that I didn't see that first. My god, what a game. We got pinned on their corner. Their Lucio was good. Yeah, dude, I had to kill their Lucio so many goddamn times. He was a pain in the ass. What could we have done to have better killed that Lucio? Let's see. The Pharah was actually a pretty good choice. I think that the damage that the Pharah puts out is pretty solid, especially if you just beam the payload over and over and over again. Like, the Lucio can't stay on it forever if the Pharah is just shooting it forever, right? But it's tough to get that angle on Pharah because she can't fly forever now. Junkrat could have also been good. Sombra is also decent for Ram to stop him from blocking. Widowmaker so that you could just shoot him in the head. Soldier canceled you in the second half. I understand. Sometimes it gets like that, you know? Torbjorn as well. The Torbjorn might have been the pick, right? Because you think about Torb's turret. Torb's turret can auto-shoot the Lucio when you put it near the payload, and then you just walk up to Ram and you just right-click him over and over again and use him like a shotgun, right? I'm sorry, I forgot to put us in. I thought we were still in queue. I suck! Man, I'll tell you what, though. I was commentating like a boss. That's how it's supposed to sound. That's how the show is supposed to go. I couldn't do that yesterday. I wasn't in the right state of mind, I guess. I'm feeling better today. So we got the, on this store today, we have the Soldier Doo-Doo skin. So if you want to wear, like, the exact same skin as she already wears, but pay money for it, or pay, you know, Overwatch coins for it, then you can. I was gonna talk shit on the Zen skin, too. I can't decide whether I want a kiwi fruit or not. I mean, is there I feel like there's never a bad time for a kiwi, right? That's something that we don't really eat too much here in the States. Like, you guys are close to New Zealand, so, like, it makes sense that you would have kiwi a lot more often. Like, in the States, we have, like, apples and oranges and like, shit like that. Not really so much kiwi. You can get it. Sorry, I didn't mean to press that. You can get it, but, it's, less common.
You've been doing a lot around Gibraltar lately. Are you taking care of yourself?
I'm fine. I put in hours like this all the time back in Korea.
I'm so sad you said fruit, because I would have made a cannibal kiwi joke. Oh,
Need repairs. Clear heads.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to press that. I'm over here laughing. Imagine you end up eating. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop. So this is Overwatch, right? The Widowmaker is up in her high ground position, so I'm just gonna drop down into a place where I can't be headshot. We know that they have a Roadhog because we can hear his big ass. We know that they have a Tracer because we can hear her little ass. And we dove up on her immediately, dude. The amount of coordination. I got shot by the Widow. God damn it. That was my first death. I saw that the Zen was there. I was trying to get up and out of the way. Unfortunately, the Widow had me on the side angle. You see, I saw her at the moment where I died. Yeah, we are. I don't have enough charge to duel this Widow here. But I will. Keep dueling me. Put that there. Charge that rail up on the Roadhog. Got a Tracer behind us. Gonna go ahead and put that on top of us. Tracer is diving our Widow. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Dueling up on that Tracer. Charging up the rail a little bit on the hog. Dodging the hog's hook. Trying to get to my heels. Destroying the pig pen before it's too late.
Railgun charge, hold.
I got stuck. Good stick on the part of that Tracer. Good job on her part.
If they won't quit, neither will I.
I'm not able to fight with you guys right now. You guys are alone. Our tank is dead. Flo is dead, probably. Gonna put that on the tank. Charge up the rail. Make sure that I'm fully charged. And he pulled me into the pig pen. That was a good pull on his part. Really good pull on his part. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Roadhog meta from now on. We need a Zenyatta. We need a Zen so that we can put the big damage onto the hog.
Area denial.
Just don't fight into the window.
Quick repair will fix.
I'm covering the doorway, making sure that this BAP can't get value. I stepped through a goddamn pig pen. Tracer, no recall. We have a Reinhardt now. I don't know why he picked Ryan. Ryan is not a good counter to Zarya at all. Oh, I got sniped. Bitch, I got sniped. Good for her. We're doing good right now. We got Flo on Zen, so we should be good for that. If we don't need the Discord, we can also utilize Lucio. Lucio for the AoE healing and the boop, because remember, we're about to be into boop territory. I keep not getting healed. That's unfortunate. I guess I needed to press the button. I was killing the tank. I thought we were good. Yeah, that BAP needs to be dealt with. I think we, I have my ultimate as well. He's still Ryan. I think we can get away with being a, I don't know. I feel like since he's using the high ground so much, we might want to use Lucio. Because we can jump up to him, you know what I mean? I took your health pack. I still got her. The trade was worth it. I'm closer, so we win in terms of that trade out. Plus, she used an ultimate and I didn't.
What am I missing?
Over there.
358.
Over there.
Got plenty of time left.
Over there.
Howdy, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. Howdy, James. What's going on, dude? Thanks for hanging with us.
This ends now. Engage this enemy. Target down. Cooling down. Area denied. A taste of
Backing off.
railgun charge. Disrupting.
Get ready for the dive from the Winston. They have a Sombra now. Their support players are diving me. We need something. Okay, we're good. We got them. I was gonna say we need something to stop them.
Come on, Vivian. Get yourself together.
If we can get the Baptiste down, Baptiste is their win condition. Baptiste and then Tracer. If you look at Bap's damage and his kills, he's got a ton of damage. That means he's mostly damaging.
I'd stay down.
Charging the railgun up on the Winston bubble. Charging the railgun. Put this on the payload so that if they come through, they have to take damage from it. Taking the side position here. Sliding out of the way of their Tracer Pulse Bomb, making her waste her ultimate. This is great. We need to swap off of Zen now. Yeah, we need Lucio so that we can have the AoE heals. Cool, thank you.
Recalculating.
We can also dive their Baptiste with this.
Dodge this.
Nah, that's just too much damage, dude. They're putting it on me hard. It's all good. I think they won this one, but that was a hell of a fight. We held them for 4 straight minutes. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we still win.
Approach.
Damn. We still got Flo is out here. We still have Flo out here.
Coming through. What am I missing?
Ah, well. That was a hell of a game. Hell of a game, dude. Their Baptiste is their win condition. That was a very, very tough one. We look at his kills, 25 kills. He had the most kills on their entire team. You know what I mean? And that's because he was just focused up on dealing damage. Oh shit, Cell with the play of the game. Bap carry, yeah, that was a Bap carry, 100%. He was a very experienced character, very experienced player. The tank wanted me dead. The Lucio wanted me dead, which is weird to get like dove by the Lucio. But like when you get dove by Lucio and you're getting damaged from Bap from far away, and then the Tracer or the Sombra comes up, the 3 of them together is too much to live through, no matter who you are, right? So that makes it tough. The tank was on me the moment I went Lucio. Yeah, I mean, like, we needed it for the AoE heals, I think, to sustain at the end there. But that being said, the Winston can also damage him easily, right? But there's not, like, a great... there isn't a great option when they're that close to the end, aside from, like, Lucio is pretty much the best option, right? Because, like, when they're that close to the end, he's the only one who can move around on the payload the way that he can and potentially stall for the time that we need, while also giving us the heals without you having to focus on, like, targeting someone for the heals. You did awesome, though, Flo. You were in there killing it, bro. Your Discord orb was so useful. I was able to kill the tank, like, 3 times based off of you just having the Discord orb on him. You look at your damage. You had high damage. You had high, decently high healing as well. The Moira was also pretty good. Can't go wrong with it. I should have gone back to Diva or Mauga. Mauga is also really strong against Winston because he can just stand there and blast him in his face, and Winston doesn't deal enough damage to kill him, and Mauga's gaining health as he's blasting Winston, which is another good one. I think a Brig would have been better, but my Brig isn't good. Brig gets damaged through the shield from Winston, which is the reason I didn't suggest Brig. Like, she can put her shield up, the Tesla cannon still hits. So, like, that makes it difficult to utilize her and be effective against a Winston. Like, Brig is good against the other two people, though, right? Brig is good against the Tracer and against the Sombra, but she gets easily killed by Winston.
Teamwork gets you out alive.
You got nabbed a lot. It's all good, bro. They had my number, too. They caught me, like, 3 times off the start of the game. I did snipe their Widowmaker a few times, though. But Brig has better damage output and can brawl Winston with some help. That's true. That's true. Like, the Inspire, if you're able to hit Winston, the Inspire can, like, cancel out the damage of his Tesla cannon. But if, like, anybody follows up with him, it's pretty tough. The rest was all grouped up. They were really grouped. And that is a fair point. They have a Mauga on top here. Kiriko 1.
Dodge this.
Tracer above us.
Railgun charged. Taking them down. Thanks for the help. Can I get some healing? Appreciate it.
Okay. Charging the rail, charging the rail. He's got cardiac overdrive active, so their damage heals them right now. Just gotta be careful of who is here.
A cure for all the way. Area denial. That feels much better.
Anyone care about moving the payload?
Gotta get some kills before we can get on the payload.
Disrupting.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Damn. I don't think our healers were alive at that moment. Flo is, or Cell's coming back from the spawn. We almost have payload. We almost have it.
No sweat. Just need a new plan.
Hiya.
We gotta get together for the 5v5.
Here.
Nano boost administered.
Clear out.
My ultimate is ready to be unleashed.
Where are you? I'm dropping down right behind you.
Railgun charged.
I'm on fire. What else is new?
On payload? Aw, man, we had an opportunity. We're not fighting on the point.
Hitting the ground running.
Okay, so we're down our Ana.
I'm on fire. What else is new? Better be a good excuse for this holdup.
That tastes of poison.
We're down our Ash now. Let's just get together.
I'll be right there. Hello there.
Let's just group up.
Group up here.
We'll get together. We'll be fine.
Not so fast. Railgun powered and ready to Nice work, team. Keep it
Pushing the payload. We're pushing payload. Everybody on. Never mind. We back off.
They got us outnumbered. Tell the devil I said howdy. This ends now.
I had it. Damn it.
I'll be right there.
30 seconds remaining.
We only have 30 seconds left.
Might have to adjust my approach.
Nano boost almost
Push
ready.
the payload.
All right, how we looking on ults? We're about to have Nano. That's going to be our only ultimate. I think we Nano boost D.Va. We need to kill their Cassidy, who is the main person getting kills on their team. Get on payload. Damn. We missed it right in the last second. We dove onto it. We just didn't quite have it. We were a little bit out of sync there. So close. Yeah, so close. We were a little bit out of sync. There was a moment, that moment that you just saw was the moment we had where they were completely down here. Their whole team was down here, and if I didn't die to that cast, I could have pushed it in. But unfortunately, he had the high ground position on me, so he was able to snag 3 headshots back to back really quickly. Very close game, though. And we're going to be fighting... Don't apologize. Boosted baby D.Va is a threat. She is. She definitely is. We're going to be fighting teams that are really large as well, like full-sized 5v5 type teams, because we have such a large group here, so... That's also something we got to keep in mind. They're going to be talking, they're going to be calling out target priority and stuff like that. So that's something that we should do as well. It was fun though. I had a good time. The Cassidy got me, like, I think he was the only one I died to, and like the at the end, actually I take it back. At the end, Malga charged and landed next to me, and unfortunately his charge killed me. Is that what she said when you nano boosted her? Yeah, we were doing the thing where we don't fight on the payload. But if we had used the payload ourselves, like if we'd have taken the space, I think we could have done it. The other thing is, like, Malga is tough against D.Va because D.Va is easily shot by his double fire. So like it's tough to play against Malga. Hog is a really good choice right now. The Hog is actually countered hard by Malga. Orisa is a good choice. The Zarya can work as well because it's more difficult for her, but she has to get close where he is effective inside of those ranges. We can also just leave Malga alone, right, and dive with like a dive character onto their backline, which we did a few times. But perhaps I shall start calming on mic. I just hate the sound of my voice. I understand that. We were taking too much damage there. They had so much going out. I think we should have gone full coordinated dive in the backlines. I think you're right. It was the Cassidy who stopped me from being able to be effective. Unfortunately, he got me a few times where I wish that I could have been diving with you guys. There was a moment where we dove forward, and I went forward, and Spud went to the right, down to the underneath, the overpass part. And that was the moment where we split up, and you saw in the kill cam, I died for it. But we had the full payload was completely abandoned by their team. I just got to get it down because people are asleep. Just got to keep it down because people are asleep. Yeah, you don't have to call. You don't have to make call-outs or anything like that if you don't, you know, make sure that nobody gets mad at us, right? It's 1:50 in the afternoon here, so I totally understand. It's 1:50 in the morning for you.
Good to see you.
It's my favorite game mode. We're gonna be good.
Keep in sight. Hello.
We have a Tracer on our team. This should be really good for dive.
Hello.
We should be solid. We should be able to move forward with no problems. Another Malga. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going into their backline right now to try and put damage on them. They have a Hanzo, so I gotta be careful of the headshot from the Hanzo. Charging up the rail on the Malga here. Looking for my moment to get a kill on their team. And there we go. Just gonna go ahead and force them backwards. I got the Ana. Mercy. Good. Junkrat. Junkrat.
Let's move.
Good shit.
Robot needs exfil. Let's stick with it. Good to see you.
I get the feeling you're not taking me seriously. I get the feeling you're
There we go.
not taking me
The
seriously.
more things change, the more they stay the same. Still charging up. Well done. Let's keep it up. Clear out.
Gonna put that on top of him. We're gonna let that Malga waste his charge. Charging up the railgun here.
That feels much.
I'm taking a lot of damage from this Junkrat.
Somebody pushing the barricade.
Lifeweaver.
I'm getting hostile. They took it from us. Railgun powered and ready to fire.
My ultimate is ready. Let's do it.
Feeling better.
Malga's coming behind me. I killed their Junkrat.
I'm on fire. What else is new? Hi there.
Hey. Not so fast. Railgun charged. That's minutes. Starting the curve.
Unfortunately, I got got by that Tracer. The Junkrat ultimate was also coming towards me, so.
How about a second chance?
This is good.
I'm on
I'm
fire.
not a fan of setbacks.
We're gonna get together as a team. That's alright. Most of the time when you get the first point, you win the game, so. Just wait for Diva. Let's group up.
Enemy team is pushing forward.
Ready to initiate self-destruct.
My ultimate is ready.
Let's wipe them out.
Tracer on top.
Railgun powered and ready to fire.
Watch out for the pulse bomb.
Activating
I need healing. Appreciate it. I'm on fire. Coming through.
Good.
for you.
Moving with the rope.
Malga's still alive.
And now.
I'm in.
Aw, you couldn't have.
Stay near my pylon. Dodge this. Railgun charged. Forward storm active. I'm on my game now.
Stations in progress.
Ana. Hanzo. Good shit.
Killing pylon deployed.
أنا ما حدش يقدر عليا.
Reposition.
Aw, you should
Stay near my pylon.
We leave now.
We need to get the robots back.
Railgun charge holding. I'm on fire.
My
Area
ultimate
denied.
charge. Hiya.
They have a Sim and a Moira now.
Let's group up.
Railgun charge.
Malga. Lifeweaver.
I'm on my game.
Your champion here.
Come
Hanzo.
I'd stay down.
Good ship.
My ultimate is overchecked.
I'm ready
Ready
to
to
initiate
overclock.
self-destruct sequence.
You with me?
Systems running on.
Forward spawn activated.
Can I get nano?
You're powered up. This ends now.
The Iron Forest watches over you.
Cooling down.
Good ship.
Robots pushing the barricade. Changing my pylon location. Stay near my pylon. Area denial.
Bap. Malga. Good shit.
Approaching the final.
Remember, it's a 4v5. Watch out for the spicy noodles.
Hiya.
Disrupting. Go, the Mohol. I'm on fire.
It's okay. Let's just fall back.
Hello there.
I'm sorry I left you. Passage of highlights. Well done, James.
Get yourself together.
Passage of highlights. Thanks, dude. I assume that you're talking about us, like, calling out. Making good call outs here. We're doing good.
Spawn loss.
Alright, here we go. Zarya. I'm dead. It's all good. All we gotta do is stop them from getting farther than we are, so we're totally fine. We'll just wait it out.
The more things change, the more.
Group up here. Nearly ready to over.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit group up.
Breaking them down. Oh, my friend. Stay away. This ends now.
Ah, I got beamed so hard. I'm sorry.
This we need to put a stop to their push.
Taking damage.
You disconnected, no problem.
This will cut the pain.
Gonna need a new paint job.
Let's try and okay, let's wait.
60 seconds. Need repairs.
Nanoboost administered. They are making progress. Stop them.
Just watch out for the noodles. We're good. We win this fight, we win the game.
Tactical visor activated.
Disrupting. Almost there. Just stay on target.
Give us a challenge, baby.
Yes.
Oh, what a game, dude. What a game. That was a good one. Good game, everybody.
Play of the game.
Whatever that guy had play of the game, dude. We had so many plays. Lucio switch was the right call. Man, we did amazing. We did incredible on that one. I think that's got to be the end, though. Well done. Thank you so much. That was a big change from yesterday's games. We were so coordinated right there. I want to keep going. I actually do have time. You guys want to play one more? You want to play one more? I do have time. It's up to you. I know that it's 2 o'clock in the morning at your place. Spud, if you want to call it, we will call it. We can end on a high note and not have to worry about losing, you know? Because I'm riding high right now. But that was a very coordinated, well-timed, well-executed game. At the end, I stopped making call-outs, but the soldier popped ultimate, you popped ultimate, Spud, and I took the high ground position, and I stood above the Hanzo's head and just shot directly into his head and killed him and Bap. It was so good. It was such an angle.
Attack. Select your hero.
My back is sore, not like in a haha I carried, but actually sore. I'm so sorry. Last one. All right, yeah, last one for me too. Last one.
We're in this together. All of us.
Je sens que je vais bien m'amuser. Understood.
Wanna try and jump the wall immediately to
If you
point?
can outthink your opponent, it's easy to outfight them.
Hey there.
Their name is Soup. Oh my god, it is. No way. Oh my god.
I draw the fool. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Try and jump the wall to directly get to the point instead of going to the choke.
Hey.
Capture objective A. I am always
We're jumping the wall. Ready?
on the move.
Let's kick this off. Hello. Goodbye.
We're not here as a group. Yeah, we're not there as a group. All right. I'm swapping to Sojourn, and we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
Got it. No.
We're in this together. All of us.
3, 2, 1. Be healed.
Feeling better. Railgun charged. Need repair.
Uh-oh.
Nothing a quick repair will fix. Catch me appreciated. That feels much better. Railgun charged.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Silly time?
Feeling better.
Man, I can't believe I got out of there. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. So this is not going well, right? They're just able to get so much damage out. Bro, the skill orb will not leave me alone. Holy shit.
There's a test subject. Nothing a quick repair won't fix. My will. This end.
Oh my god. I needed a heal. This sucks, man. This sucks. This is so much damage. So much damage.
Hitting the ground running.
It's high noon.
I am on burn.
Outnumbered.
Enemy
Watch
here.
yourselves.
I'm on fire.
Okay, so I am gonna swap to Widow.
I aim to devastate. Your end is with
I'm gonna wait for the tank. Alright, I'm waiting for you to engage, and then I'm gonna try and snipe them as Widow.
Get in there, Bob. 60 seconds. Ready to be unleashed.
ชีวิตปกป้องชีวิต
I see a hostile.
Let the kitsune guide you. Understood.
Enemy located. Taking over
See
the
ya.
objective. Someone entertaining.
This is terrible, bro.
See ya.
Alright, we gotta go to the point.
There's a test subject.
I think I'm about to get goosed. Oh no, I do have a kill. Bro, these fucking guys will not stand in my way. They will not stand in my line of sight at all. I can't get a shot on them in any way.
They outnumber
Well.
us. Watch out.
It is what it is, man. That was a tough one. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're just gonna pull it from that game. We're just gonna pull it from that one. It's all good. It's all. We should have ended when we had the chance. Guys, I want to thank you for coming. That was a rough one. We're just gonna pretend like that one didn't happen. Mulligan, right? Mulligan. Their DPS was so good. I need to buy a lotto ticket. Diva just bombed through my shield. Yeah, she was really strong. Their Junkrat was also putting in a ridiculously huge amount of spam on us. Like, even if I had, like, I swapped to Widow to hopefully get a side angle and be able to snipe them. They never stood in the way of any of the sight lines, so it was really tough. Good night. Best wishes. James, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Spud, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. We're just gonna not talk about that one. Man, did we have a good game on that robot push. I'll tell you what. We were coordinated. We were in there. Her ult ignored my shield. I must have gotten a really bad lag spike. Oh, man, dude, that sucks. It sucks when you put up your shield and it doesn't work. Yeah, we really killed it on that robot one. Good thing that was the last game of the night. We're just gonna pretend like the other ones never happened. Sel, I want to thank you for coming. Flo, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for making human soup with me for a while. That was the best part of my day. Human soup is gonna go down in history as one of the funniest things that has ever happened. Did I accidentally pause it? Where's the sound here? There it is. Yeah, Human Soup was amazing, and I really enjoyed that part, and I really enjoyed the coordination that we were able to pull out there. We're being put against some really good people lately. The teams have gotten up into, like, Masters rating. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have pushed past Diamond. Like, occasionally we get Diamond challengers. You'll see their title. But a lot of times we're facing off against, like, Masters, like, low Masters people, which is wild to think about. James is questioning you now. Oh, dude, James, you should have been here for the human soup, bro. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, you gotta watch back the stream. That was amazing. That was hilarious. Hopefully you can see the chat as well. But yeah, really, really good players that we've been playing lately too. So I'm not holding anything against anybody. We win as a team, we lose as a team. You guys are my favorite people to play Overwatch with, so it doesn't matter. I have fun every single time we play together. By the way, you have to check out my adventure on that Kings Row game. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna review that tomorrow, and I want to thank I want to thank Coffee Even and Spud for sending in today's gameplay for the review. It was amazing. You guys should have seen my sleeps in that game. I wish that I could have been more effective. I'm sorry. How are we getting these people? It's because we're playing so well, and we're playing with a large group. So we're getting people who are also like a 5-stack, and then in addition to that, like, we are also, our stats are really strong. So in the games where we win, we have like 30 kills and like 2 deaths, or 30 kills and like 3 deaths. What the fuck is human soup? Oh my god, man, we had a whole conversation about human soup. And then your wife was gonna eat a kiwi, bro. I'm telling you. I'm serious, man. It was crazy. The cannibalism was strong in this show. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your evening. Sleep well. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for playing with me. I'm Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and I will see you tomorrow morning in the next stream. Take care.